Look, it is Jacob's trouble, but it's the wicked Jacob's trouble. The 2/3 who are still under the curse, who are still holding hands with Massa. This is their trouble. So this is why they want to include us in it. They want us to suffer with them. We're not suffering with them. We're in our blessings. We are not keeping these commandments to be cursed, to be under the influence of witchcraft, to be under the influence and dominated by demons. This is what make them cursed and still under the curses in Deuteronomy 28. Because they're partaking and they're still sitting at Massa's table. While Massa is going down, while the ship is sinking. So that has nothing to do with us. And their job is to try to convince those of us who are understanding, who know that we're in the blessings, who are in a higher vibration, because we know and we're proclaiming that Jacob is at the top and Esau is at the bottom. These are the black Esau's. Who are operating in the spirit of Esau with the wicked and the rest of the nations. They're not of the light. They're of the dark, okay? This is why the scriptures say all of Israel is not Israel. Because all of Israel is not Israel. They're mingled amongst us, and they want us to think that it's our trouble while we're keeping the commandments. How in the hell you're going to be keeping the commandments now that we woke up, we've awakened, and we found out who we are because the Most High woke us up? So you telling me the Most High woke us up to put us back in slavery, back to sleep, back in captivity? I don't think so. So y'all can keep that. You're the slaves. You're the slaves because you serve Satan. So then you're marked by Satan. And that has nothing to do with us. We're sealed by the Most High. And you guys know that. So stop trying to convince people that it's our trouble. We see the power of the Most High. We feel the joy and the peace of the Most High. We're moving in our power, our authority with our gifts, and we're operating with the holy angels to take down our enemies. That's what you don't want us to do, because you're the ones that's hiding amongst our people to oppress us. You're the ones that's trying to convince our people to trust in someone's arm. You want us to trust in man, because you guys been running things all this time. So you feel like, hey, you want to control the narrative of the information that's being put out here, so you can control our thoughts, our brains, and get us in a low vibration, get us in a fearful state, because you're scared. And you should be scared. Right. Y'all been working against us all this time. You not us. They not us.
That's right.
So yes, you are cursed. Another reason why you cursed is because you're working against us. Meaning you're working against the Most High. You're trying to stop this truth. You're trying to stop our blessings. You're trying to stop us from moving in our full authority, and you can't stop it. So you are cursed, because you're not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. But you all are the fakers that's sitting amongst us in the camps, outside of the camps. You all are government agents that have been plugged amongst us to try to convince us that we still cursed. The hell with you. You going to hell. Y'all going into captivity, not us. Sorry, not sorry. You're trying to lead us back into slavery. You done lost your mind. Anyways, yeah, this is your trouble. This is Esau and the wicked's trouble. Okay, you holding hands with Massa, you gonna burn with Massa once again. But we're in our blessings, and we're actually blessing those who bless us and cursing those who curse us. Okay, and this is why a lot of you wicked Negroes that's holding hands with Massa don't want us reading any extra books that's been taken out of the Bible, because you understand the book of Enoch, amongst other books, is talking about you all and how we have authority over you and Massa and all the wicked. You understand that.
Okay. If that's what Enoch is saying, he's right about that. The book of Enoch, whoever wrote it, I don't subscribe to it. I might need to read it again. I don't subscribe to it because it was said to me that it was written by another nation. So no, I don't subscribe to it. But if they get that out of that book, that is right. Maybe that's the one thing in the book I don't know that the Bible agrees with. Okay, that is beneficial to the Israelites. But what the reason why I played this video is to wake people up to the fact that we're out of captivity. Jacob has the Bible's right. Jacob's trouble is coming to Jacob, to wicked Jacob. But the Bible also says 10,000, a thousand shall fall on your right side, 10,000 on your right side, 10,000 on your other side. However they go, I'm paraphrasing. But it shall not come nigh thee. That's the main point that I'm trying to get to. Sure, we're going to see our families in the 2/3 and everybody that God decide that you ain't fit for the battle. He got to bring you home. You're not fit for the battle. I'm going to show you who's fit for the battle. I'm going to show you in these videos in this series today who is fit for the battle. Let me do this. I'm going to show you who's fit for the battle by the scripture. I'm going to show you who's fit for the battle. Okay? So, let's see. We're gonna stop it there. We might play some more of this video. Jacob's trouble has nothing to do with us. We are free. It's talking to the people who have who have repented, came back to their nationality, keeping the commandments as best as possible, believe in the Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. He's speaking to us in English when he says Jesus Christ. We all know who that's talking about. We all know what it's talking about in the Bible when they say Jesus Christ. It's talking about Yahweh Shai. So let's not be ignorant and stupid and play semantics. We know what it's talking about. Whether they got the J wrong or talking about the halo behind his head. You know, you can put all those stories with it, but in this Bible, we know this talking about Yahweh Shai. Okay? Because John, Christ, Yahweh Shai made it plain to John who uh who is talking about. The revelation of Jesus Christ. It didn't say the revelation of Yahweh Shai because why? Esau would have burnt the Bible up. If he had known who Jesus Christ was, if he couldn't figure out a way to interpret this Bible and include himself in it to trick the people and put them to sleep, he'd have burnt the book up. That would never happen. That's why King James translated into English, because he knew we would be speaking English. He spoke English. That's why he had to translate it to go back and look in the Hebrew and Greek and bring it to English, because the language was English. The language that uh, all the nations spoke like they do now is English. The trade world spoke English. Latin, Greek, it's English and Hebrew. Latin, Greek, and English. Latin, Greek, and Hebrew is English. They taken words and made a whole new language, English, so they could deal with each other in the trade world and in the crafty council world, right? So that's why. So we're gonna end this video. Let's see, do we want to hear some more? I don't want to hear anything else about the Book of Enoch until we investigate it more, because we know it was not written by Israelites. So
That we have the authority right now,
right.
before we're completely out of captivity, while we're making this transition, that we have power to speed things up, that we have power to work directly with the angels. That's why we keeping the commandments and we're in covenant, because the angels.
Okay. The angels are working at our beck and call. Call those things that are not as though they were. Speak things into existence. She's right on point. She's right on point. Okay? She's right on point. That's Bible.
are keeping the commandments and they're in covenant and they're operating on a high vibration. So your goal is to get us in a low vibration. Authority right now before we're completely out of captivity, while we're making this transition, that we have power to speed things up, that we have power to work directly with the angels. That's why we keeping the commandments and we're in covenant, because the angels are keeping the commandments and they're in covenant and they're operating on a high vibration. So your goal is to get us in a low vibration. Look, if y'all falling for that bull crap of Jacob's trouble, then I don't know what to say, because we're seeing a completely different world and a completely different.
Who he's talking to now is the Israelites who say they're still in captivity. They are awake, but they are still in the captivity, and they're not going to maneuver like they're not. They're not going to maneuver. They're going to stay within, like dumb sheep. They're going to stay within Esau's laws and commandment to stay safe. We'll stay safe if we just do comply to Esau. That's who she's talking to. She said she's talking to people who say we have no power, no God working for us, no power of God working for us, that we can step out and resist the devil and command angels like Jesus Christ did, like Yahweh did, command the demons to shut up. When he said, I am he, to those soldiers, what happened? They fell back. He had to get them up and tell them, come on, do your job, arrest me, take me so I can get out of here, so I can do my job. They was trembling. Demons tremble at the name of Jesus. At the name of Yahweh, you know demons tremble. The devil trembles. He frees. He's paralyzed in his working. He trembled. That's why that young lady got assassinated, because he told her, you bet not. You bet not. The same thing that demon cried out at the tomb. She didn't know her powers. But he cried out, and God wanted us to see who these devils is. That's why he brought Sandra Massey home. I think I'm saying her name right. But she said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And that demon trembled. And because he had power in his hand to shut her up, God let him take her home, okay, to show us. She was a martyr for us. She didn't really understand she was a Christian, and she was a martyr. She had to give her life up to wake us up, wake people up. You got to get that fear off of us. And so many of our camps and camp leaders and captains and generals and bishops, they are afraid to death to lose their life. But they say they follow in Christ. If you really was following Christ, you would not hesitate to defend your brothers. You would, if you are really the saviors, the prophets that came back on the earth, you would not be running and hiding from Esau like this. You would not be running from Jezebel Esau, from the wicked, the pervert, wicked Esau. So, okay, stop saying that. Stop trying to make people bow down to you, because you are not those prophets. You can't say you are. You can't say. The prophets won't even know who they are. The real prophets, when they come back, they come back to do their job, they're not going to hesitate. They're going to be obedient to the scripture, to the Spirit of God. Y'all don't even believe in the Spirit. When the Bible tell you these words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. John 14 said, he shall be in you, and the Holy Ghost is going to be your comforter. That's a thinking entity. Comfort you, he got to think. He got to know how you feel. He got to be in you and feel your feelings, the infirmities of your feelings. He got to be able to intercess for you. That's a real spirit, not just words on the page like y'all think. Okay, let her talk some more.
Dimension. When you're on a different vibration, you're operating in a different dimension. The wicked are experiencing their hell before they've even felt the fire, and some of them feeling the fire right now. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna pray the Most High, make your tongues cleave to y'all throat. All of you all that are lying, you 2/3
Yeah.
of fake Israelites that's mingled amongst us that's trying to make the rest of Israel look bad. You can't make us look bad. You're only making yourself look.
Now, who she's talking about is the terror. She said, you fake Israelites. She's saying the terror who the enemy sowed among us. See, that's another thing that a lot of our Israelite camps never talk about is the terror. Why? Because they're gathering up the terror to be with them. Why? It's a monetary thing. It's just monetary. It's monetary. How you gonna reach out and grab all of the mulatto people and say y'all all are Israelites when Christ says some of them are terror, whether they be brown, dark black, white, yellow, some of them are terror. So you just can't grab them all up. He said don't pull them up like that because you don't know who they are. You don't know Diana Ross's daughter. You would swear she was one, and she's an Edomite. It's a whole lot of them. You can't grab everybody up, all the Mexicans, all the Puerto Ricans, everybody in the land. Y'all Israelites, come on. You crazy? You gathering up snakes, man. You let them come in the spirit, in the spirit of Christ. You let them come in the spirit of Christ and do the work in Christ. Because the devil, I'm gonna tell you one thing: a wolf in sheep clothing can't do. He can't walk right. A devil cannot walk right. He can change his outfit a million times a day, but he can't walk like a sheep. Pretty soon, his rust is going to show. So you don't run out and gather up everybody in the land like Nate and General Yohana and all their people are doing, and all the rest of these groups. The Native Americans, that's a whole different people, man. They don't even claim to be Israelites. That's a red flag right there. That's a warning right there. They tell you to get away from us. We are not Israelites. What the hell? After hearing the message, they know that they're not Israelites because they know who their fathers are. Anybody to tell you I'm not an Israelite, if it ain't your daughter, if it ain't your daughter and your blood people, then you better believe them. Leave them alone. You don't gather up nobody and put them in the basket with the wheat and they rotten apples. You don't put them in the basket with the good apples. Went out in the nation and gathered. Everybody in Puerto Rico is not an Israelite. Everybody in South America and Mexico and all through that in the north, in the Native American Indians say they Native American men, they're not all Israelites. Everybody that say they Judah is not all Israelites. Some of them are wicked niggas that's going to bring you down because they're laying up their treasures on earth in Babylon and they'll never gather you together. And I'm going to show you a group today who, if they don't repent, they will never, they're going to deceive a lot of people they already have. ISUPK. I'm going to show you them today and show you, it rhymed, didn't it? And I'm going to show you some work they did that was wicked. And when I brought it to their attention, they tried to scoff me. They tried to call me all kind of names, and they said, don't worry about him because he ain't got no platform and nobody see him. We shouldn't worry about him that much. But let me tell you today, God see you. I'm going to show you some scripture. God see you, and you have to be full of pride to say nobody can see you. No, don't worry about me because nobody looking at me. God is watching me. He's sending me out. The brown cop. The brown cop. You see that picture back here? That's the brown cop. Watching on the wall. Watching for the wicked. Watching for wicked doings. So I can warn the sheep of the wolves. Let's keep watching.
Look bad because you're being exposed. But I pray the Most High make your tongue cleave to your throat, because you wicked Negroes are the worst. Like they say, your people are the worst. And them little pennies that Massa gave you, and your little witchcraft is turning on you anyway. Y'all, it's over. So you can't convince us. We're not in the same boat with you. No, we're gonna keep vibrating high. We're gonna keep evolving.
Your praises again. We're going to show this video here. We're talking about the white supremacists. We're going to show their videos um, where the incident that we're going to be talking about uh, happened. I'm pretty sure everybody heard about it by now. Uh, the news is all over the news now. They're showing every news station is showing the Nazis, the white supremacists who have gathered. They're showing the white supremacists who have gathered in all the cities. Uh, they have the finances and they are together. They are united together, right? They are already united. White supremacists have been united since they've been in this country. They've been burning crosses, pulling people out of houses, bombing churches, killing kids. They've been doing everything since they've been here. They've been formed. So, of course, they're going to be more together. So they're in these cities now. I'll show you videos of them in the cities right here today on this channel. I'm going to show you videos of them together with their guns legally marching through our cities where we pay taxes at, on our land, stolen land, parading their guns and their hate toward us. Our people are marching too. They are marching too without guns, not because they don't have the right to, it's because they fear. They fear carrying their guns and they fear confrontation. They don't want confrontation. These are the Christians. These are the people that the Israelite camps say I affiliate with. When if it was left up to me, I would say, Israelites, get your ass off of your ass and go out there and be the leaders of these Christians and put your guns on and show them how to do it. Since y'all so bad, y'all call me scared. Big fat boy, I can't stand a fat soldier. Now, I ain't really trying to just call him names, but he's talking all tough. He always talking tough. And he's so fat he can't even barely carry a gun. He can't march. He can't do no physical activity toward helping his nation. And you want to sit up and call me scared? I'm probably twice your age, and I'm still ready to go out there like Abraham and get down. But I'm scared. I'm the Christian. And y'all are suggesting we do what the Christians do, march with our guns. Just stand back and hide in your houses, in your camp. Have your YouTube meetings. Go out and talk. Get permission to go out and talk where it's legal for you to get out there and talk, call a white man the devil and run back in the house. No, brothers. Let's watch.
You guys are random truck, and my little ass is going to be walking by all the niggers.
And they call us cowards, but we're out here.
Just wait. He said they called us cowards, but we're out here. Just wait a minute. Here you see
Fair use. According to the 1976, let's see. 1976 allowances is made for the youth, for fair use, for the purpose such as criticism, news reporting, teachings. I shouldn't have to read this, but I'll go ahead. Section 107. Okay, we go ahead and read it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and look at this. I'm going to show you a few clips. This is not the only one, but I'm going to show you as it progressed from here to the people coming out and challenging them and the police who okayed and said, okay, they knew the neighborhood, they knew where they were going. The police said, okay, go here, we'll protect you. We won't let them beat the shit out of y'all, right? Although we know y'all have been a violent group in this country, y'all have been so violent, y'all have did everything to these people. Now we're going to let you terrorize them with your flags and put you on the news and tell everybody how scared they were they didn't come out to meet you. This is a different world, man. And I want you Israelite brothers know y'all cowards, man, if y'all don't go out here and lead this thing. Y'all supposed to be keeping the commandments. Y'all supposed to be leading the people into resisting the devil. And y'all hiding behind y'all cameras talking about the people because they stood up for their lives. Bunch of cowards, man. I'm going to show you the cowards, man. They not all cowards, but I'm fixing to show you a group of cowards. Washington, D.C. ISUPK group under the Honorable General Yohana. Okay? Watch. Let's watch.
The fight breaking out. Looks like a CCTV footage. You can tell this little mob of people wearing black. Those are the neo-Nazis. They were all in black outfits. And then the people over here wearing different colors, that's the local black community. End result.
Goddamn right. We do this shit.
Goddamn right. There are a few more clips I want to play. This one is titled, "A Group of Neo-Nazis Tried to Have a March in Cincinnati." And this is the local community right here. This is the local community.
So,
Boom. Oh, here's the actual content.
the influence of Washington, D.C. and one of the captains from from where I am, they said that the people waited until the police got there before they addressed the 12 little punk neon Nazis. They said they were scared. Black people really scared, and they ain't gonna do nothing unless the police around to protect them. This is what this little nigga said, man. This little niglet said that we are scared of these little punk neon Nazis. And they call me scared. They call me scared. But they say scary shit like this.
Confrontation happening. And look at the neo-Nazi fucks are the one folding. They're the ones folding. They're the ones walking back. They're retreating. They even get back in. Why are they always in U-Hauls? Why are they always crammed in the back of U-Hauls? Watch. They start to run back in the U-Hauls. And the reality is, I know these people put on masks and act tough, but they are all absolute losers. They are the softest losers ever.
I thought we was lying, right? But
The U-Haul driving off.
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like the black community won right there.
Burn that bitch up. Burn that bitch up, man. Let that bitch burn. Let that bitch burn. What I'm talking about? I'm out. Still the license off 15 shit. Yeah, purple, man. Get them boys the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck y'all flag. Hitler been dead. Y'all living in the 40s.
Y'all living in the 40s. True.
What's up, Will? We'll kill all of them.
These are taken from Facebook live streams. Oh, this is them walking up. This is the moment the confrontation happens.
They got these punk ass Nazis out here, y'all. In the zone.
I'm on my way to DJ.
So Israelite camps, y'all said that 2/3 are scared of white people, right? And y'all had behind the camera saying they shouldn't have never confronted with the police or the white Nazis because they know this is normal. This is normal how they act. This is normal behavior. We should just overlook it and hide in here and keep collecting our YouTube money. That's what they said. I'm fixing to show you that that's what these coward camps said. When have the Israelites ever waited for the heathens to go forth and protect the camps and the nation? They protecting y'all, man. They protecting you niggas because y'all in the house and they out there with their with the rival. And y'all should be leading them. I'm gonna show you who God said is right. I'm gonna show you in the scripture who the Most High said is the right men for combat. And these Israelites who I'm fixing to show you, these Israelites were not included. These Israelites in these camps this camp that I'm about to show you, none of them are included. They got mad at me because I said they were acting cowardly not to stand and to criticize these people for standing up for their neighborhood. They got mad with me and called me all kind of names. Called me Christian, scary, you know. Fat Boy, he called me all kind of scared nigga names, you know? Yeah, yeah. And he can't even pick his gun up if he got one. He's too fat to pick his gun up, and he always talking about, look at them, look at him, and look at me, let him go. Man, you know you got a gang with you. Your fat butt can't whoop nobody. Why you talking about who's scared? How many times have you been shot or stabbed? How many gang fights have you really been into? How many military confrontations have you been into? Let's watch.
Man, I done came. What the fuck wrong with these motherfuckers? They lost their goddamn mind.
They want to die today.
Fuck these bitch ass motherfuckers.
They want to die today.
Hey, man,
What's up with it?
Sorry to pause it, but I always make this point on this show that when all of our institutions begin to fail, when Elon Musk starts his hostile takeover and we're worried that the courts won't hold, it comes down to individuals to hold the line. And the thing is, if this neo-Nazi group, what are they called? Hateful? Like we're hateful? It's like something really dumb. Yeah. When they're out there and they're able to spread hate and spread their message with zero pushback, it's harmful to the fabric of our society. But when people on an individual or group level go push back, when small groups push back, that is what democracy looks like. In the same way that I always use this example, Jerome Powell is asked basically every week, will you...
Now he said that's what democracy look like. No, that's not democracy. That is every man protecting his own world. That's what God-given rights look like. That democracy is something they like to throw in and say, you know, because they want to keep you voting. And he could be an agent. I know a lot of the Israelite camps, they're agents. They have agents in their camp, and they black as I don't know what, you know, but they are agents because they believe that you're supposed to look at this behavior as normal and not see it as a violent or war crime against us in our own sovereign land. But I know they always say democracy, but what am I saying? Republican. We are Republican. That means every man has the right to defend his own land, and we are not supposed to be subject to the dictation of a government, of a body, of the will of a body, a group of people who have guns and tell us what the law is, come and make an imaginary territory and tell you can't cross this line, you can't spit on the sidewalk. You know, if you do, they're gonna kidnap you, take you to their jails, and you have no right to challenge their jurisdiction or their delegated authority, which is wrong. And they ignore and violate the Constitution that they swore that they would abide by in order to live over here with us and not violate our God-given rights. The Constitution, the Peace and Friendship Treaty, the rights of indigenous people, which would be us, and human rights. They all say the same thing, and these people swore. Well, Donald Trump just opted out of the human rights. You know, he's declaring that he's not going to recognize anybody's human rights. That means he's the king of the world, and he'll do whatever he wants to because he got his finger on the button. He got his finger on the football. Right. So let's listen a little more here. I want you to see this team of the security team form. But I want to let this guy finish telling you what freedom is.
Step down when Trump begins to pressure you, the chair of the Fed. And he always says, nope, Trump can't do that. There is no legal mechanism. There is no court that can make me step down. So Jerome Powell, even if you don't like him, he's a good example of holding the line at the individual level. There are a bunch of federal employees right now, a bunch. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of federal employees who decided to dig their heels in and stay rather than taking the buyout because they think that they can hold the line, and they can. It is a great way to preserve our democracy. That being said, let's watch it.
Over here. We'll kill all of them. Fuck them.
They can die today.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
I can't stop it.
Hey, man.
Someone said, I love my head.
We don't want them, man. Well, okay.
They can die today. They done came to the wrong hood with that shit.
Watch this. Watch this.
What's up?
Here's where the two groups clash. I can't.
Said, get them out of here. Why? Because they know they brought them there. If they are protecting them and say they have the right to go anywhere they want to go and start uprise, what they're doing, they what they're doing, they're counteracting what the Israelites are doing when they go downtown and go on these corners and read the Bible and read the Bible to the public and tell them their fate according to God. The only difference here is God didn't tell these people that they had that they don't have any protection by God. We have protection by God. We're reading God's words. They don't have God. They by themselves. That little army and that little police force and the United States laws that they make up and try to force everybody to keep their policy, that's all they got. Their blessing is over. Let me the United States, their Edomites, your blessings are over. No more blessings. You got your chance to rule the world, and now God is bringing your kingdom down. No more blessings. So you're gonna cause Jacob's trouble to happen, right? Okay, that's fine. That's fine because remember, the Most High said retribution. It mean what retribution? He gonna take. What's the word I'm looking for? In other words, it's whatever you and when the cup passed to you. Whatever you do to us because you mad, whatever the devil do to us because he's mad, God already got it in his mind. He know what you're getting ready to do. So as soon as you get ready to hit us with something, he gonna hit you twice as hard, double the pain, double the trouble. As soon as you do it. And you might get a chance to hurt some people, but you're gonna hurt worse and double and fast. Soon as you do it, pow, the reapers are gonna catch up with the planters. So as soon as you plant your seed of evil and wicked, boom, he gonna hit you back twice as hard. And every time you do it, boom, you hurt 2 or 3 of us, he gonna hurt 30 or 40 of y'all. Boom, you hurt 100 of us, he gonna hurt 2,000 of y'all. Boom, y'all hit us again. Hit us with tariffs. Cut off the food. Your food gonna rot in them holes y'all got dug. Boom. Whatever you do, he gonna counteract it. Y'all know the word I'm looking for. It's in the Bible. He's gonna counteract it until he gets y'all down. Y'all gonna get yourself down to the numbers where y'all gonna have to run and hide and gather up. And he's gonna have the rest of the world, white, black, Orientals, whatever, come after y'all and keep y'all subdued so where y'all can't do no more harm to us and to nobody else in the world. He's gonna stop the wicked from ruling. He's gonna stop the wicked from ruling. And y'all don't believe it. Y'all don't believe it. Y'all just like Pharaoh. Y'all don't believe it. Y'all at your highest point of wickedness now, and that's why he's bringing you down. That's why he's bringing you down. Did you hear what I said? He's bringing you down. Let me get out the way.
I can believe it, but why are the cops trying to push back the local residents? Why are the local residents being pushed back by the cops and the neo-Nazis are being protected? We don't actually have to answer that question.
You can't do that. No.
Oh yeah, break through the cops.
Ain't nobody scared of you, motherfucker.
Did you hear him whistling a little siren? He trying. He said, well, they breaking through, man. What can we do? Well, a little whistle usually scare them, right? That little horn, that little siren usually scare black people, right? And none of it working. God is taking the fear of those people off of us. We never really feared you, But when you push us to the point where y'all gonna kill us anyway, we might as well fight for the rest of the little life we got. Take some of y'all with us. Y'all gonna kill us anyway. Y'all brought these racist bastards into our communities when our kids were getting out of school. Y'all brought them into our communities, right? Let's just keep watching. This might be 2 or 3 hours, man, but I'm gonna go through it, and y'all can watch it every day. But we gonna show you the behavior of these people. We got it right here. We got clinical notes. These are clinical notes. This can you be used for uh, medical notes. M- Uh, the evaluation of the mind of the wicked. That was what I was training for anyway. To intake patients. I gotta evaluate them, take my report back to the doctor, and so he all he had to do is come out and you know come out and check it out. Okay, you're right. He's suffering from this, she's suffering from that, and he gives the medicine. But I'm actually diagnosing him or him or her. So that's what I was getting trained for. And you better not have it wrong because you're gonna get fired. The doctor got to come out and do your work. He got to evaluate the patient and go back in and rewrite his own evaluation. I'm writing his evaluation out. I'm evaluating. I'm showing this axis, that axis. Yeah, I'm showing the signs. These signs. They're doing this. It's a clinical term. I don't want to use those clinical terms, but yeah. So yeah, you got to go out and look at the patient and study the patient. So we're studying them. We're studying these police. They know that usually that siren usually scare the hell out of people, but they see that they don't have the power. We don't have the power they thought they had to keep us in our place anymore. We don't have a place. Our place on the earth is we have God given rights, and we all know that now. So if you decide you want to take that away from us after your blessing, your time of blessing is over, you have no more blessings to extort us with. You have no more white privileges on this earth. You have no more white privileges. So the Most High is letting you know He's bringing you down. Let's watch.
I bet they won't bring their ass here no more. This one of their cars. Where's the drivers? They said California. That's the tags on it. This. So you got.
Lady came all the way from California to Cincinnati. Hey man, this was orchestrated. Now this is the first videos that came out. When you see all those protests in Cincinnati and everywhere else, when you see them out with their guns this time, and they're striking every place at the same time. They had to protest with their guns and a lot more white supremacists and Nazis in a lot of cities at the same time. See how they teaching you something right here. When they hit you, they're going to hit you unprepared, and a lot of them in your cities at the same time, right? That's going to cause you to be distressed, and you're going to give up and throw your hand. We can't whoop y'all, too many. When all we have to do is in every city have a security team, have your Israelite camps who say they're keeping the law, should be the first one out there. Now, if y'all don't want to carry your guns, let the 2/3 carry their gun. Y'all call them the 2/3, and they ain't worth nothing. Let them carry their guns. They don't mind you calling them names and stuff. They'll still just get your ass out there. Get your ass out there since you're so bad and tough. Get your ass out there and confront those guys with guns. Since you said God gonna work it out for you, then go out there. Take God out there and because when they came out of Egypt, they didn't come out with uh everybody having the same mind about God. I'm not lying. God had to send snakes in. They had people in there that was committing orgies. You know what I mean? People that wanted to go back to Egypt. People that said that God ain't feeding us, ain't taking care of us. People that were scared to go into the promised land because there were giants. God called those wicked people. He called those spies wicked spies, and people wanted to follow. He had to drop some people, a hole. Dan, or was it the tribe of Dan? He had to drop some of them in a hole. He had to send Joshua and the other ones out to kill some of the Israelites. So there's a lot of wicked Israelites with you, but long as you got some leaders that's bringing us out who is keeping the law, that's what we should look at. I'll show you all the scriptures on this. What I'm saying. I ain't gonna do it now because I want you to see this whole thing from the way I'm looking at it, the way God see it, the way God prepared it.
Got the wrong hood for this one.
Ooh, all the tires are deflated. And again, the local cops were protecting the neo-Nazis and trying to push away the local residents, even though the Nazis were from California. And listen, I'm not one to ever say the cops are pigs. I just don't really talk like that about cops. But I mean, look at this motherfucker. Look at this guy. He makes it too easy.
How you doing? So everybody coming out. They ain't letting them get to the car. How you doing? This is crazy. This is crazy. They came to the wrong hood for this shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. We got kids that coming from school. This is crazy.
She said we've got kids that are coming from school.
My thing is how do you call with all the clan members all the way to the end of GE?
Well, I called Evendale.
They gonna get on me.
I called Evendale.
And told me. And I was sitting up looking high.
This is crazy. So since
And I was sitting
Someone said they found out today.
up looking high.
this is crazy. So since
Look at them. Look at them. We gonna get y'all. They said we gonna get these niggas. We gonna get them. We gonna get them. Cause we can't do nothing now cause it's too many of them. And we'll start an uproar. We just want to scare these N-words. We just want to scare them and put them back in their place of fear. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. That place of fear is gone. You pushed them to the edge of the goddamn cliff. You don't think they're supposed to fight? See, here's what they do. They push you to the edge of the cliff, like some of you black women do your husband. They push you there and tell you now, you know you don't have to jump. You just comply and do what we tell you to do. They push you to the edge of the cliff. So now you pushed us to the edge of the cliff and tell us your life ain't going to get no better. We're going to do everything contrary to you. Look at the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. Read that. You'll see what they're thinking. Okay? Read, not only that, I'm not going to read it, but you go and read Sirach. Is that the 5th chapter, verse 12? I should get, let me see, can I get that? I can get it. All right. Ecclesiasticus 42. Yeah. Let me see. No. I'm not going to even go there. I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to YouTube. No, I'm going to go back to the YouTube because I don't have that scripture.
You can't do that. No.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, break through the cops.
Ain't nobody scared of you, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
Look.
It's not worth it.
Did y'all hear that siren?
I bet they won't bring their ass here no more. This one of their cars. Where's the drivers? They said California. That's the tags on it. So you got the wrong hood for this one.
Ooh, all the tires are deflated. And again, the local clips that we got from certain Facebook Lives, but again, the broad picture before we end this video is that the right-wing militias, the neo-Nazis, they feel emboldened. They saw Trump call the Charlottesville people very fine people. If you commit violence for Trump's cause and the white citizens Often fueled by conspiracy theories about the federal government. Now it's the Proud Boys, it's the neo-Nazis, it's the Oath Keepers, whatever you want to call them.
Okay. We're going to show you some other videos. That was one. Let's see. Do I want to see this one? No, this one. Let's go to this one.
Like,
No.
what do you mean in other countries they don't have to spend 20%?
Yeah, that's not the one. Let's go here. Is this it? Yeah.
In front of them like that was going to mean anything. No. Just like back then when they pushed them to have a police force in Cincinnati. As quickly as they came, as quickly as they left, because they took their ass to Lincoln Heights. The Nazis decided to bring their ass to Cincinnati, Ohio. As quickly as they came, as quickly as they left, because they took their ass to Lincoln Heights. A lot of you don't know, but Lincoln Heights is also in Cincinnati. They decided a long time ago they weren't taking nobody's shit. So they don't even have a police force in Cincinnati. Yes, they decided to go to the place that ran their own Cincinnati well, not Cincinnati police, let me take that. Their district police away. Lincoln Heights. So mind you, this is a neighborhood full of YNs, ONs, of women and men. Yeah, these are the people who enjoy bullshit, fuckery, shooting, killing. You name it. They with all the shit. And they thought, oh, well, we're just doing a peaceful protest. And they felt like because they had the sheriff's department in front of them, like that was going to mean anything. No. Just like back then, when they pushed them motherfucking police out, they made sure that these people right here hop back in their motherfucking wonderful old U-Haul truck. They came in a U-Haul truck. These people. Yeah. It's really funny. I tried to do a video, but for some reason, TikTok does not want me to show the videos of how they were talking to the people and how quickly they ran when those people let them know, y'all will die today. I know y'all hearing that and y'all like, oh, don't say that. Understand, I am from a place, Cincinnati, Ohio is from a place where a lot of slaves a long time ago used to run for free. I mean,
That's the part I want y'all to hear. Because we talked about these people like, hey, they're a bunch of nothing. They're the 2/3. But we know you don't look at the people the way y'all look at them, Israelite camps. Because if he did, y'all'd be the 2/3. Because a lot of y'all dope dealer killers, did time, criminals, prisoners, robbed people, did everything so dope to your family members, everything. Fornicators, abuse women, you still call women bitches and stuff. You still do some of the stuff. But this woman, she's going to tell you who they are, and who they were, and who they are now because of this incident.
Run free to. So this is a place where if you decide that you want to be a racist, you need to know how to fight or you need to have a weapon. Okay? And that may not work. This is also a place where we had a riot a long, long time ago as well. Because for some reason, people don't believe us when we say we're not all rap tight. We don't argue with other states because we're too busy arguing with each other. So the one time that you thought that you were going to come here, probably not the best solution to argue with the people who will argue with their own mother, who will fight their sisters. Okay? Love you. Bye. Happy Black History Month.
I had to elevate myself and hold myself to a level of responsibility and accountability and charity and business ownership that I could be proud of. And I got to stop at a stop sign and somebody called me the N-word.
So this small business owner from Cincinnati was driving across I-75 and came across a Nazi rally. You see the picture here. They're standing on an overpass, proudly displaying their hatred. It's no surprise that this is emerging under this new administration. They've been emboldened. And what's not been covered by mainstream media is Cincinnati, the city where this occurred, and their response to this. Because residents showed up in a big way. Hundreds of people showed up to protest and eventually resulted in these Nazis leaving. I don't know how to say that this is the new norm in America when you normalize hatred. But I am proud of my fellow citizens for standing against hate. We need to make it so uncomfortable to be a white supremacist in this country that they stop doing it.
I love my people. I love my people. And I'm proud of y'all. But y'all be safe out there. They want to see us act out. They want to see us act out. They're looking for a reason for us to act out. Just be safe out there. My thing is, why would y'all go out there to Cincinnati, Ohio, Lincoln Heights? Me personally, any place that's got heights in it, I know it's hood and in the ghetto. Hey, personal experience. Personal experience. I have a brother who lives in Ohio. I asked him, how hood is Lincoln Heights? He told me, depends on the day. There are a bunch of crash outs. It's one of those places where you go.
Scene, something like this, okay? Let me tell you, I'm so happy that I remember how to spell this because of this actual song, and so proud of what I'm seeing on.
But this shit is hilarious, man. You can't make up these white people. They do the same stuff all the time. All the time. It's like they just can't come up with nothing new. They just do the same stuff over and over and over again. It shows you.
Let's see. Do I want one more? One more. Let's look at this brother here, because I think he's gonna show.
Got them boys the fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck y'all flag! Hitler been dead. Y'all living in the 40s.
And that, my friends, is how it's done. That is precisely how you respond to neo-Nazis when they show up in your town. Now, that took place over the weekend in Cincinnati.
Now, this is a Jewish guy talking. You know, they kind of happy too, because, you know, they you know, they're white supremacists too, but they know these neo-Nazis will turn on them too. They already did it, see? So they'll turn on them too. So, yeah, they kind of happy. They got somebody to push out front, just like Israelite camps should be.
Cincinnati, Ohio, and about 12 neo-Nazis in total chose to unfurl their banners on top of an overpass near the Lincoln Heights exit.
And you will be stopped and roll your fucking window.
Effective checkpoints to track down the Nazis.
This is the part I want you to see, and then we're going to go to this camp I was telling you about. We're going to go to this camp. I got to find that beep. But we got to go to this camp that I was telling you about, right? Okay?
In the event they were still in their community.
Checkpoint, they is not playing. Straps and they are ready. Checkpoint and you will be stopped and roll your fucking window down.
We got one coming up.
All right, bye-bye. See ya.
You love to see it. Now, one of the people that documented this shared some photos of armed resistance members from the community on Twitter, saying people in Lincoln Heights went Nazi hunting, with the goal being to make Nazis and white supremacists afraid again, as Deepest South put it, who was the individual who uploaded the videos of the community defense group. And this is exactly what you have to do when neo-Nazis come to your community. Their ultimate goal is a white ethno-state, and they're willing to kill everyone else in service of that goal. So these people are violent, and you have to understand that. When people show up to these communities, they're not just there to say, hey, we're Nazis. It is a threat of violence to these communities. And they typically target communities of color, black and brown communities, because they want them to feel intimidated in their own communities. And that's what these Nazis did here. As CNN explains, the Vision Way overpass connects Evandale to the village of Lincoln Heights, the first all-black self-governing city north of the Mason-Dixon line, according to the Cincinnati Preservation Association. Evandale is also just 2 miles away from Reading, which used to be one of thousands of white-only communities throughout the United States known as sundown towns, where local laws prohibited black people and other people of color to be out after sunset to intimidate them from living in the area. So there is a reason why the Nazis chose to target this community, but that doesn't change the fact that if you stand up to them and you let them know that they don't scare you at all, well, they collapse like the paper tigers that they are. And this community proved that. Now, in a local news report, they reiterated that they're standing together and they absolutely refuse to let these dickwads threaten anyone in their community.
Residents of nearby Lincoln Heights soon arrived to protest the Nazi demonstration.
This is something that we all need to take a stand for. We need them to know this is not the 1960s. This is 2025. We are not playing at this time around.
We're told the people on the bridge came and went in a U-Haul, leaving shortly after locals arrived. Evandale police released a statement that the demonstration, while offensive, was legal. Protesters took issue with that response.
You're allowed to have a protest, but where's your permit? Where's your permission? And then inciting hate, calling people niggas. That's not right.
When Fox 19 arrived, this car had its windows smashed and its tires slashed. Protesters stated that they believed it belonged to one of the men with the Nazi flags.
That's hate. That's what hate is. That's what hate gets you.
Protesters say they were shocked and disgusted by what they saw on that overpass, but their gathering was about standing together.
This is unity. This is all you. Nobody's here to fight. Nobody's here to cause any trouble. Nobody's here to do any of that. But what we're not going to do is have hatred.
This love, like this united.
Yeah.
See, they got that love. This is love. They got that from the Israelites. So you can't say that God ain't in this. But I'm gonna get to these Israelites, man. I want to get to this camp and show you what they were saying. I'm gonna put them on Front Street since I'm such a scary Christian.
Yeah. And let this be a reminder that there are more of us than there are of the Nazis. That is an indisputable fact. So running these Nazis out of your town is a matter of coming together and standing strong and making it clear that they're not welcome there and Nazi bullshit isn't going to be tolerated. And it's not the first time that this strategy has paid off and been really effective. For example, this white supremacist with swastika tattoos threw a bottle at a black man who was driving, and do you want to know what he did? He pulled over and people photographed them. So, needless to say, their little stunt did not go according to plan. But the news gets even better, because they may not be the only Nazis who are finding out after fucking around, because there's a different Nazi group called Blood Tribe, which is the one that spread the lie about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio, eating cats and dogs, which was parroted by Donald Trump, by the way, on national television. But that group is now being sued, as the New York Times reports, and they're seeking compensation for security that they had to pay after they were bombarded with harassment and even bomb threats after that neo-Nazi lie. The defense group in Lincoln Heights, and they stayed there.
Okay, so I want to show you this group, man. This is General Yohana's group, right?
Yeah, my people, we doing business, but you have to be straight with me. Otherwise, hey, no business dealing going on here.
Yes, sir.
So that.
That's right. Yeah. You always going to hit any? You all know where you was going to hit her again? Which one you all want to hit? You know what number that one is? Hold on.
14.
It's like you don't see it.
I think it's 10.
12. No, I think it's 14.
14? Yeah. Come on.
Kawakan. Residents of historic black community near Cincinnati confront white supremacist demonstrators months after neo-Nazi march. Local residents confronted and drove off neo-Nazi demonstrators, waving large swastika and blazing flags along a highway overpass on Friday between Lincoln Heights and Evandale, Ohio, home to a historically black community that has endured a long history of racism. white nationalist groups in Ohio have recently grown increasingly brazen in expressing hateful rhetoric and racist ideologies. Last November, Hate Club, a newly formed white supremacist organization, paraded through a Columbus neighborhood, waving swastika flags and shouting racist slurs. About a dozen neo Nazis wearing all black clothing and red face masks, the marchers in Columbus also wore, were seen on traffic cameras.
Salaki, I don't know. White is with oppressors. Why they like to hide the face? They have bed sheets. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, how to have masks to hide.
That must be some kind of silly warning signal to how to take the conversation. What he start talking about, he don't understand the oppressor. He don't even understand why they hide their face. What do you mean by that? Let's watch.
The face. Why they had to hide the face? You understand? And that's to show you, you know what I mean, who knows what they're doing? Who knows if this is like a what you'll call a recon to see what black people like what they're gonna do.
To me, who knows? Y'all supposed to be the people who are spiritually in touch with everything. When I just took you through a whole series of videos where everybody on the video knows what the outcome, what the outcome is that they're looking for. To see if you are scared, to scare the people back into submission, to make you think that you're hopeless. Post-traumatic slave syndrome. That's what they that's what the intentions to do. Post-traumatic stress syndrome, post-traumatic slave syndrome, and PTSD disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder is basically it functions on fear. 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 It works on fear. Nightmares, dreams. It harms the amygdala. The amygdala. Look up what the function of the amygdala is. That's what the police have when they come to your car, when they violate your constitutional rights and your God-given rights, and they come up to your car and to force you to comply to their will when they know that's against God. Fear comes on them because they know who you are. You are the man and the woman, the children of God. They coming up fearful because they know they are violating God. So any move you make or anything in their mind is registering. I'm wrong. Anything can happen to me. I'm back under the curse. I shouldn't be doing this. Even Thomas Jefferson knew that they shouldn't be doing in our land doing us like this. The thing that want in your amygdala that tells you, hey, this is an enemy, this is danger, I need to fight or flight. They got the gun in their hand, they got the orders from their chief, from their roll call from their district chief to say, we got your back, do whatever you got to do to stay alive. If you unalive one of them N-words out there, we're going to make the report look like you was justified. So that's the route they go. Because of the hatred that they have for you, they take this route of violence because they know they have laws in place to give them the strength to do what they are programmed through their DNA to do to you. Their amygdala is hardwired to say all black men and women are a danger to us because they are not for our turn. They are not in captivity. We're holding them too long. They know all of this is in their feeling. They feel this. They feel, all the pressure you would be under. If you know, hey, I'm in trouble with God and he could kill me, he could turn the tides anytime I walk up and disrespect and stand and violate these men, they could have a gun or they could just get out and beat the hell out of me, or I could have a heart attack, anything, anything. just all the world, the weight of the world is on their shoulder when they violate you like that. That's why they get together in gangs and shoot you and try to intimidate you, shoot armed men, they shoot women. They don't hear nothing in their brain and say, that's a cowardly act. They don't hear nothing of that. That's what they're doing. This is hatred, brother. You don't know what's going on? Let's listen to a little bit more. I'm going to read the scripture.
You understand what I'm saying? See their reaction. You understand? And if you're not in the truth, you will know how to really react to situations like this. You understand? You might just go off your impulse, and off your impulse could mean your life. You understand? Because you don't know how to react to these situations. You understand? Like you just realize that America is racist. You just realize that. Like a bulb just went off in your head when you see a SWAT sticker. It just went off in your head. So you decide to go get your guns and go. You understand?
No, they didn't go with their guns first. See, that's where you're lying again. You're lying again. They didn't go get their guns first. They confronted them. They protested against them. They pushed back. They resisted the fear that the devil was trying to put on them, which you have no critical thinking. You didn't understand none of this. What we just read, what we just saw in videos, everybody understood this but you. You don't let a bully come in your neighborhood around your kids and your family and push and say, hey, you know, we killed we put y'all in slavery, we killed y'all, we got y'all, you know, we outnumber you and we can do what we want to and nothing happened to us. They don't get to parade that no more. They're not under the blessings no more. They're not under Esau's blessing. They're under the cursing. The cup has been passed to them. Everything we brought so far will tell you you're wrong. You do get to push back. That's what resisting the devil is you resist him by pushing back on his violent acts. The kingdoms suffer violence, and the violence take it by force. How in the hell do you think we're going to protect ourselves if we let these people think like most of the young people have done? You wouldn't know nothing about this, brother, because you know you wasn't around then. We never after civil rights movement, when we start standing up, coming out of Jim Crow laws and everything, we start standing up in our local neighborhoods because they was doing the same thing then. We couldn't walk down the street past their neighborhood to the store. If we had to go through their neighborhood to go to the store, they would get in carloads and come out on us. But do you know they came out on us many a times, and many a times we fought and whooped their ass? And many a time white people came out of their houses and told them to get back in their cars and leave us alone. That's God, man. You never experienced nothing like this because you hadn't behind YouTube and you hadn't behind your gang and you don't go nowhere. You don't upset nothing. You don't resist the violence. You know. Let's listen to him some more because he don't understand. I want to read this scripture because he think like the sister said. They think we still in slavery.
Right. Which is, as I say, it could be a recon. These devils, the Lord said what? He
could be a recon. They don't have to recon. They already got things set in place, brother. You mean what you mean, recon? You think they testing to see how scared we really are? If that's what you mean, yes, that's exactly what it is. That's what this is a test. And you saw why I'm saying that because after this pushback, what did they do? I'm going to show you. In every city, major city almost, they went and pushed back by bringing 50 to 60 men out in every city. They stretched out and said, we'll get our guns this time. We'll have the local police. So we'll start a gun battle and we'll have the police and the National Guards with us. We might have to get some bloodshed, like Nathaniel, who y'all call a bunch of women, but they said that, hey, they ready. The blood might have to, if you're going to be a revolutionary, blood might have to be shed. You ain't doing it just to get on YouTube. You doing it because you want to get your land. You want to be able to get some land to where we can live in peace. And I'm going to show you God. That's what God wants too. It's in the scriptures. I'm going to read these point these scriptures out to you. I got to hurry up here.
He is a cunning hunter.
See, that's fear. When you brag on the devil and try to influence that we should not push back, that's what he's saying. We shouldn't push back because they are a cunning hunter. Nigga, what you think we are? We can hunt too. We got guns. We can hunt. You speaking for yourself and all these other men, these other three men, and this other fool get ready to get, and I ain't gonna call him a fool, but he acting like a fool. He get ready to get on here because all the comments I'm putting down here, it made him mad because he's off right now. He stepped off, but he back here reading my comments. So he stepped out, but he gonna come back with what he called fire. But you are trying to influence. We looking at you. Said you didn't mean what you said. I took you wrong. I didn't understand my cognitive my cognitive thinking. My critical thinking is off because I didn't understand what's coming out of your mouth. Right? You said you didn't mean we ain't supposed to get guns and push back on them. But that's what he says later, right? After I confront him. But listen to him real good.
He's a cunning hunter.
He's a cunning hunter, right?
You understand? He hide his face for a reason.
Right. You knew when you asked the question.
You see all the faces. Who knows if he's going to try to...
What the hell we care about if he hiding his face for? We're not trying to see his face. We trying to counteract that attack they putting on you. You can't see his face no way from 60 yards away. You don't know who he is. You can see them bullets flying back. You the type of dude wouldn't have got out the foxhole, man.
One by one. I don't know. I just tried it out there.
Yeah, you don't know. I'm gonna show you why you don't know. Knowing Esau. Look at him, he wiggling in his chair. Y'all about to start some shit here. Y'all, you know Esau bad. We can't defeat him. Them giants, man. You see how big they is. Look how big these grapes is we brought out here. Them giants. We can't beat them, man. I know God been with us and brought us out of Eden. We crossed the Red Sea. I saw all of that. But them just giants, though. You niggas is sick, man.
Very cunning hunter. And
he keeps saying he's a very cunning hunter. What does that mean? What does that mean, dude? Have you got any military skills or thought, any critical thinking? Can you defend yourself at all? I don't think you can, man.
He does. Okay, things he do, it ain't just
things he do. He's cunning hunter. Things he do, he don't know. He can't explain nothing, man. He can't explain nothing. Esau just is more powerful than us. He can see the future. He can. He's magic. I'm just scared to death of Esau.
He just do it off the fly.
This nigga said I didn't understand where he was coming from. You a coward and you scared of Esau, man, and you ain't gonna shake a stick at Esau. Tell me, he just whatever he do, just do it. He's coming to his mind, he doing it, and it all work out for him. Look,
this was planned.
I thought he do it off the fly. Now you saying it was planned. He's cunning. He can plan stuff. Can you plan stuff, nigga? Can you plan stuff? Can you go in that Bible and see what God has got planned for Esau? For Esau, let me show you. I'm gonna show you right here. I ain't gonna get too far from these scriptures. Let's see. Zechariah 9 and 12. Turn you to the stronghold, you prisoners of hope. Even to the day do I declare that I will render double unto thee. He gonna pay them back double for us, okay? And when I have bent Judah for me. Y'all supposed to be Judah, right? He has bent Judah. What does that mean? He had Judah go out on the streets and prepare the way to stand strong. The camp standing strong, right? The people know they got hope. They got an army. Now, Judah, they got them purple people walking, not y'all, but y'all done something on the streets, but not y'all, man. Not y'all. Y'all, Not y'all right here. Not y'all three dudes right here. Them three right there, right there, right there, and right there. They the ones got the fear in them. This brother ain't said he laughing when he saw my comments coming. He started laughing like, oh shit. When I have bent Judah for me, fill the bowl with Ephraim. That was Ephraim you saw out there. I've been trying to tell you. I've been trying to tell y'all that that's Gad. That most of us over here is Gad. They didn't bring nobody over here but King James, but Judah, King James family. That's who they brought over here, King James family. Not King James, King David's family. That's who they got on those ship on the ship logs. The ship logs they got the name that they borrowed from the Renaissance. They can say they only have the names of the royal family, King David's family, King James family, right? That's the only people they got. That's the only names they got. So what you think the slaves told them their names and their family? They didn't have last names. So they recorded their first names and knew who they were. When everybody had almost the same first names and stuff and the same last names. So you automatically know that who they was talking about. You can, they showed their picture colored in color, fingerprints and all of that. The DNA, you took the DNA and stored it away. You know they brought Judah, all blacks, Judah was black. The Northern Kingdom was here, and that's who you saw getting those guns. That's who you saw. That's the arrow. Those are the arrows. Name me some other people that have gotten guns and stood in our behalf. Name the Native Indians that gotten guns. Take me back to the Civil War. Name Mexicans and Latinos that got guns and stood for us in the Civil War. Those people that got those guns, God planted them there. And y'all say they're the wicked people, right? But the Bible said that's how we're gonna have to gather up, and that's the only way we're gonna gather up in the midst of the Nazis and the white supremacy. How else are we gonna gather up unless we defend ourselves? Let's listen. It gets
It was
crazy.
planned.
It was planned, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
What you think crafty counsel is? Now watch this, my boy from my hometown. Watch him. Watch what he say. He ain't thinking yet. He trying to follow. Now he ain't really like them. He ain't really like them. Like they suck up to General Yohana all the time. They didn't like him at first, especially Fat Boy that's getting ready to come on here. He always used to try to put him down because he really is a critical thinker. But these are suck ups right here. These two cats and Fat Boy that's getting ready to come on here. He's a suck up too. Cause they scared. These dudes are scared to death of any confrontation. They don't trust God for one. You hear what he said, how much praise he gave the devil. He gave Edomites so much praise. He said he's smarter than us when it comes to fighting and warring. He just off the cuff. Let's go.
God, and if I could, what you said was.
Wait a minute. Let me say this first. When I have bent Judah for me, he bent Judah for him. Now Judah is bent, getting ready to shoot the arrow out for God. That's the revenge that we taking for God. So don't come and tell us the only person supposed to get revenge on the wicked is God. He said, this revenge that I'm giving these people is for me. He said, the revenge that I'm taking out on the people is for me. Okay? He said, when I have bent the bow, when I have bent Judah for me, which is the bow, and filled the bow with Ephraim, calling Judah the bow, and Ephraim calling them the arrow, and raise up thy sons. That's us. Any them young people out there are Judah and Ephraim's sons, not the Latino crew, not the Native Americans, right? Not the wheat and not the tare, but the wheat. We're all in this land in captivity together in America. That's where it jumped off at. That's where Judah bent the bow at. That's where the arrow shot out. That's where they shot up and said God raised them up to protect their neighborhoods because there's no more. The cup is in their hands. Now they got to drink from this bitter cup. Okay, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, Israel, against thy sons, O Greek. He's raising us up against them. He's not gonna come back and do it, brothers. He's gonna raise us up against them, and they're gonna flee. I'm gonna show you where they're gonna flee. Okay, up against thee, O Greece, and made thee as the sword of a mighty man. We gonna win. We the sword of a mighty man. And the Lord shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth as lightning, and the Lord God shall blow the trumpet. That's the trumpet of war. He's gonna blow the trumpet. The trumpet's being blown. He shall the Most High do anything without first telling his prophet, I'm his prophet. I'm his prophet. I'm blowing the trumpet now. The Most High is sending the arrows out. That's the northern kingdom that you saw gather them guns up. And the Lord shall be seen over them as his arrow shall go forth as lightning, and the Lord God shall blow the trumpet and shall go with whirlwinds of the south. That's Zechariah. I'm going to read Malachi. I'm going to read Micah. I'm going to show you, I know. We're not trying to take this land. We're trying to bring safety on us. We're resisting the devil. We're resisting the devil, right? Let me see, where am I at? On time. I'm almost 2 hours. We are resisting the devil now. That's in the last days, that's what we are doing. We're resisting the devil and his fake laws, his UCC codes, right? Okay. Arise ye, depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. We know it's polluted. But we're going to clean the land out, and we're going to cleanse the land before we leave a little bit. We're going to cleanse the ground, because there's going to be bloodshed. They don't believe shit stinks. They don't believe their blessing is gone. So yeah, they doing recon. They're testing. They're testing to see, is God really has the spirit? Has their protection really left? Are we really awake? Are the Israelites really awake? Has our end time really come? Is this Esau's troubles? They're testing. Yeah, they're doing recon, my brother. They doing recon. And you got people that told you, yeah, it's over for you, Esau. We got to push back at these bullies. Even the Jewish man. All these people are thinking critically. They're critical thinkers, which you guys are not. Okay, if a man walking in the spirit of falsehood do die, you walking in the spirit of falsehood, he do die, saying, I will prophesy unto thee wine and strong drink. Lies. Lies. He shall even be the prophet of this people. So you see what I'm saying? Y'all trying to say that all of y'all were the prophets sent back from old, but all of y'all are not. There's going to be some false prophets out here in the camps telling you to do shit that you shouldn't do, that the Most High didn't say. How we know he didn't say it? Because it ain't in his scriptures. And I'm going to show you, because Jesus, Yahweh Shai the prophet, told us what to do in these last days when it came to these bullies and these people who were going to be taken down off their mountain. The people who say they never been touched, God gonna touch y'all. Okay? Okay? The prophet of this people, even be the prophet of this people. I will surely assemble Jacob. In other words, y'all saying, no, we ain't gonna assemble. Let's just sit back and wait on God. We can't assemble because they attacking us out here. That's normal. Y'all should know that's how white supremacy is. Let me listen to this other brother before I read this. I'm gonna show you what my homeboy said.
It's heavy. What that should be a normal day in America. That's a normal day in hell. Seeing some Nazi swastikas, it should be like, that's a normal. That should be normal. I just seen a video of the police ran over an 8-year-old boy by accident, supposedly by accident. Then they all, run around trying to save him. We living under Nazism every day.
Today we should hear what he's saying. He's saying that should be normal. We should recognize this, them attacking us and them bringing fear to us. God is not the author of confusion, and He did not give you the spirit of fear. So where y'all getting that spirit of fear from? Y'all getting that from the devil. The devil that's what he's doing. He's sowing the spirit of fear into our prophets. That's a shame, man. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all, man. Y'all letting the devil sow the spirit of fear because y'all are too prideful to say that, you were wrong. Stop following that fearful general and those fearful fat captains and stuff you following. They're not warriors. Everybody's not warriors. Everybody's not built for the battle we are about to have to endure. Okay? Go ahead, Captain Kapaj.
Yes, sir.
So why the uproar? Why is it even an uproar?
Yeah,
that they're Nazis. Who in this place? Which one of these devils?
So why y'all pushing back? Y'all know they the devils. Y'all know they got us in captivity. Y'all know what he said. They hunting hunters. They hunting hunters. Oh, they hunting hunters. They just off the cuff. They bad. They bad. They forgot about God. Just they hunting hunters. We shouldn't resist the devil. We shouldn't. Let's just y'all protect it, right? Cause y'all behind y'all got your guns up in your house and stuff, and y'all think because y'all keeping the feast days and stuff like that y'all gonna be exempt from having to face this demon head on, right? And so you made up in your mind if my mama house get hit or my brother's house, then I'm just gonna have to chalk it up to saying maybe that was God's will. And they shoot in your mama's house, brother. You right across the street. Well, my mama, she was a Christian. Mama. I can't do it, mama. I can't do it. I can't leave my house. Your wife run out the door. Leave my mama alone. Wife, come back, babe. Oh, they shoot your wife. Oh God, you took my wife, but I'm still with you. You niggas is crazy. Come on.
Are not a Nazi. That's what you really should say. Those ones are Nazis. But ask yourself which one is not.
Oh, that was real bright. That's so
they
heavy.
All agreed when Elon Musk did the salute.
Oh, that's so heavy,
Nobody
brother.
said nothing.
Oh, that was so heavy what you just said. That was so heavy what you just said. Let me read this. See, let's listen to this other brother right here. And
they just winked their eye at that.
Yeah.
So we living in the Nazis. This ain't Nazi Germany. This Nazi America.
Okay, he said we living in it. We should just keep living in it. Don't rock no boat. This is Nazi America. We in America, Nazi America. We still in captivity. But here's what God said. The 12th verse, Micah 2 and 12. He said, I will surely assemble Jacob. Now he said that after he told us that he was going to bend the bow. Judah is the bended bow. Place Ephraim in the bow. Who did he shoot out of the bow to protect us? These brothers who went and sisters who went and got these guns. I'm going to show you some more videos, right? I'm going to read these, get through these scriptures, get through the points of these scriptures. I will surely assemble Jacob. All of Jacob gonna be assembled. Wherever they in every land that they in, he gonna assemble us together. He gonna bring us together. How's he gonna do that when I'm fixing to show you all these Nazi teams out here. They got all these Nazi teams out here. Let me see if I can go over here. Let me go in here and show you. No, I ain't gonna mess this up. Let me make sure I'm through with these guys here. No, because Big Boy gonna come out and talk crazy. I'm fixing to show you.
It's been that way for 400 years. Shoot, the Germans ain't have 100 million slaves. Shoot, it's worse. It's worse than Germany.
Yeah.
So, and if I may, and I just have one question to the Jewish community out there. You know, Jacobs and Josephs and Israels.
And the Steins and the Steens.
Right, Steins and the Steens and the Bergs. I have one question for you. Where were you? Where were
So now the Jewish people are supposed to be taking the real Jews' place and defend the real Jews. You see how ridiculous these people sound, man? He asking where was the real Jews? They the one got us in captivity. Them was the people out there paying for the Nazis. They are the people against us, and you saying they supposed to protect us? Hey man, let me look in your face. You saying the Jews, you expected the Jews to protect us, the Jewish people? The people that took Kanye West's money and Curry, that Irving dude, and Nick Cannon shut everybody down, got the whole world trembling. Them people that just bombed all them women and children over there in Gaza, them people were supposed to protect you. The people who fund the slave ships to bring your black ass over here, those are people you really are asking that question. Where was y'all at? Y'all ain't helping us. That's who, really. You see how ridiculous these people sound, man?
you? I'm tired of hearing about Black people being the only community that actually stands up against Nazis. Like, you would think that the people who have the biggest grievance with Nazis would be Jewish people. As much as they
See what he's doing? He trying to pass the buck to the Jewish people. They already done did their part. They went and got all of them Nazis, even in their wheelchairs. Years later, they went and got them and executed their ass and put them in jail or whatever they had to do. They went after their enemies. What are you talking about? For the few little people they had in them Nazi camps and the few people they gassed, they got our country over there trotting it down. What you talking about? Where are they? They over there enjoying our country. What you talking about, Willis? They over there enjoying our country, Willis. That's where they at. Because they stood against the heathens. Like you supposed to be doing. They stood against Goya. They stood against the Gentiles and put them under their feet. And now all the Gentiles are bowing down. Trump told Congress and everybody else that make laws, he said, before y'all make any laws, y'all check with the Jewish people. That's where they at. They on top of everything.
want us to feel sorry for them for the Holocaust and how much we have to remember the Holocaust and what
they don't. It's gaslighting. They don't want you to feel sorry for them. They shutting your mouth so you can't bring your grievance up. Get it right, brother.
We have to say and be so sensitive to what happened to them at the hands of the Nazis. You would think that Jewish people would show up.
No, you would think that because you're trying to change the narrative. You're trying to talk about something else instead of what those people on those videos I just showed you were talking about, right? That's what you're trying to do. You trying to talk the people out of looking at what really is happening. Y'all scared to death behind those damn computers that y'all talked about us on. And you ain't gonna say nothing. I think these guys are agents, man. Because you see how they changed that? Everybody on the bridge and on them videos was talking about how big of heroes these people were for pushing back against bullies. And y'all saying we should have just let the bullies have their way with us. You the niggas right here, man, that was in them houses, whooping in them slave camps, beating your own people, hunting down your own people. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself, man.
Anytime you hear about Nazis making an appearance, you know, I mean, just logically, that would make sense.
You come fight. Why would you go sneak around behind and try to attack?
Okay, so just one comment on Kazakh bringing out
having the audacity to claim that we are the Jews according to the Bible.
Mm.
But when real Nazis, real hatred, real anti-Semitism is present, you Jewish people are nowhere to be found. It's starting to look like
Mm.
black people are your arch enemies and not Nazis. That's what it's starting to look like.
That's right.
That's
Mm.
It look like that. What, man? Can y'all believe this dude is saying that? He says just now to him. He's saying to him it's just now starting to look like that black people are their enemy. This dude is ridiculous, man. Can you believe he's the captain of 5,000 people? He's leading 5,000 people. I think they all captains of 5,000 people. That's 20,000 people they deceiving right now. It's just now starting to look like when they funded the slave ships, they they funded the takeover of our government, overthrowing us in government, chopped down the cherry tree. They're sitting on top of us in the banks, the judges, the lawyers, the finance companies, the redlining, the genociding. Then it's just now starting to look like, yeah, I mean, these the people we've been following, man. Good thing we've been following that Bible, man, and not y'all, man. I didn't know y'all was that messed up in the brain, man. Now watch what Kapat.
Salaki.
Go ahead, brother. Salaki.
Salaki, so just one comment on what Kazak bringing out now. Remember what happened in Raleigh? We that whole community come out, that was just the point to draw and to show how the rally against black people, because now the cause a whole uproar in Raleigh, just the laws passed over where black people was coming together. And as I said, Nazi on the bridge, you all supposed to be there immediately. But when black people coming together, you all have a problem. Yeah, Salak.
Khan, if I could, but you said it so heavy because even in the scriptures, when we look into the scriptures, right, it even showed his spirit back then when he would let the men pass when we was leaving Egypt, and then he attacked the hinder parts where the women and children were. Why didn't you attack the men? If you wanted to come out for war, why didn't you come fight?
Why didn't you? Why did the men did come out? They did. It was the stragglers like y'all that got attacked. The sick, the weak, and the people that didn't want to really follow the warriors straggled behind. They're trying to ease out of the crowd so they can sneak back to Egypt. So God brought the Amalekites in to attack those stragglers, to run their ass, your slowful ass, back up into your protection, to be a part of the big crowd, to be a part. I'm fixing to show you. That's good. That brings me into this next scripture. Go ahead and finish it off. He said, why didn't they attack the people up front? Because they cowards and they scared and they know they can't defeat the people up the soldiers. They can't defeat the real soldiers, right? And so they went and attacked the people who were straggling behind, like y'all three, like y'all four, and Fat Boy that's coming out. They went and attacked them because, God, He's trying to teach the people to stay up, keep up, keep up. It's safety in numbers. It's safety where we gather together at. You think I'm lying? I'm fixing to show you. Go ahead,
Why would you
Kapat.
go sneak around behind and try to attack women?
Now, they trying to analyze the devil. They trying to analyze the devil's tactics. I thought y'all said we didn't have no free will. God made the devil do that, go attack those stragglers, because they were trying to sneak back to Egypt. They were trying to disassemble from the 2 million Jews that was in the safety realm of God by uniting and crowding and gathering together. Y'all don't understand the gathering. That's why y'all separating from the Christians and from the purple people. That's why y'all separating from them, because y'all don't understand what gathering together, the strength in numbers mean. Kapash.
and children. What would that accomplish?
What would that accomplish? I just told you.
But that's we don't understand. That wouldn't accomplish nothing.
It did accomplish something. They ran their ass back up in the middle of them people and stopped straggling behind. And the Israelites reached back and they covered their rear too. Once they found out that the Amalek was back there doing what they was doing, they covered their rear, made sure they got their elders and their weak and their sick in the middle of the congregation to protect them. What you should be doing.
So them seeing us go toe to toe with the Nazis of America, they're probably sitting back like, oh, perfect. They can go ahead and do the fighting and do all that in the front, while we can just sit in the back and hide and let them go do it.
What you talking about? They funding the Nazis, bro. They are funding those Nazis. Those Nazis are no match. Those Nazis are no match for those Jews. I just told you, Trump told them if any white person, white Senate, or any group want to make laws, make sure they check with these Jewish people first. They are the people on top, man. Your heart is where your treasure is. The United States treasure and the world treasure is in the Jewish hands. They are the religious leaders. They are the financial leaders. They tell them spiritually what's about to happen according to Bible prophecy. They watch the Jews for all of that. They are the future of the white race.
That's the same thing they did during the civil rights movement. There was a lot of the civil rights movement was pushed by the Jewish community. Why? Because they were being persecuted and discriminated against as well. So to try to stop all the
Nazis were the Jewish community. Nazis were the Jewish community. Who do you think they are? Ukraine is the Jewish community. They all in Russia. They are all the same. God called them Idumea, the Greek and the Romans. Greco-Romans, they all one people. What are you talking about, man? Y'all lost as I don't know what, man.
discrimination. They said, well, look, let's just get the blacks to get out there to go get beat. Let's have the blacks go out there and we'll give them some money and probably, send them on their way. But not, they know they're going to
see how delusional these people is. They can't critical think, man. They not look at your boy's face like, what the hell? What's this nigga talking about, man? Oh, wait till Fat Boy get out here.
get their benefit from the movement. But blacks being the face of it and blacks taking the brunt of the beatings and the heartache and the trouble. That's so their spirit.
So they really think that the Jewish people are being persecuted or under persecution. Y'all really teach that? That's what y'all really believe, that those fake Jews are under persecution by the rest of the races? You see how ridiculous they are, man? These are the drunks that we're following. The drunks, man.
That's so their spirit, to know what that's all happening, know that they seek to gain from it, but to sit back and try to make sure the blacks take the brunt of it, and then they try to stay back and be safe and not have to get into it.
Yeah. Right. I know. You know what I mean? So tell me this. They were just what? They were just marching? What were they doing? Because they was just marching.
They were marching. They marched to the spot, the bridge overpass. And
that's ridiculous what he's talking about. But I'm going to read this. They're saying, let me get it down into this first. Let's get into this.
Kawakawa, sir.
Yeah, because I think it was what's his name? Kanye West. And Kanye West was selling some t-shirt for $20.
A swastika, a t-shirt.
They were sitting there looking at him, just yelling at him, and that. Then when the police showed up, then they went and stepped to him because they felt like, all right, now the police are here.
Okay, you see how he called them cowards? You see how they called them cowards? Potts, you called them cowards, man. Those dudes, them women and men were not cowards. They ran past the police. You didn't? Then you see? Y'all just saw the video.
Obed Israel.
Yeah, come on.
I wouldn't waste my time on, you know what I mean, on this one cop, man.
You know what he said? He wouldn't waste his time. Now he talking about me. But before I get there, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna deal with them. Before I get there, I'm gonna read what God said is going to happen. And you know, they were trying to tell us how wrong we were. You know how wrong the people were, and how wrong we are for pushing back on bullies and protecting our neighborhood with our guns. What you think we're gonna protect them with? Just go out there and march? That's what the Christians think. Now that's what the Christians think. I'm fixing to show you what the Christians think. They think like y'all. Y'all called me a scary Christian. I'm fixing to show you who's the real scary Christians. All right, because they said don't push back, right? And this brother right said I wouldn't worry about just one. He think I'm by myself. Let's hear him say it again. He said I wouldn't worry. Oh, he know who I am because he went on my channel. He go on my channel and look and steal material and talking points.
You know, if that was your rival blood Crip game, or I mean Abraham. So, you know, what Kanye did is just
one cop, man.
But at the end of the day, you just playing around.
You said he wouldn't worry about what?
We not really trying to come together and be our own nation. We still hate each other too damn much.
That's true,
You know, we don't want to be a nation take care of our own because we still hate our own.
That's true, Kapaj.
You know, and that's what the scripture said. We got to get rid of that stony heart. But we got to do more than that. You know what I mean? We got a nation to take care of.
That's right. All right. We want to take it from here.
So like I said, I was reading. I think it's so you got a naysayer in the comments. I'm trying to make sure I'm not mistaking what he's trying to say. Some cat in here. You know,
Obed Israel.
Yeah, come on.
I wouldn't waste my time on, you know what I mean, on this one cop, man.
He wouldn't waste his time on this one man. In other words, you saying, since I don't have a big platform, I can't bring you down, right? He can't do us no harm. Even though he's telling the truth. Even though he's telling the truth. He's chastising us. He's trying to bring his brothers out of that foolish thinking. He can't do us no, because nobody's watching his channel. He only got a few people watching his channel. I won't say nobody. I thank Most High God for the people that is watching, although they don't give me thumbs up. I got 2,600, 2,700 subscribers. They don't give me thumbs up. So they mostly are all haters to see what I'm saying about the Israelite camps. I had 2 views that just two views. I don't get a lot. I think I was at 30 on this last video I did this morning. I woke up and it went back to 38. It'd probably be going down. They are erasing views from my. They don't want me to go to get up there to where my platform will receive the proper attention from the algorithm, because they don't want the message that I'm teaching to go out, because these men are agents. They are keeping us from gathering together and forcing the United States to relinquish their jurisdiction off of us in the courts and stopping us from gathering together. They're doing it through every avenue they can. They're trying to stop the gathering of us together. So he's saying nobody's watching him. But let me tell you something, brother. The eyes of the Lord is on you. The eyes of the Lord is on you, and he see what y'all doing. He see what y'all doing. He trying to gather us up, and y'all trying to keep us separate, trying to tell us he woke us up to put us back in slavery. It ain't time to come out. Yeah, we gotta wait till he bring us. Don't do nothing but sit in the house and yeah. But let me read here, Micah, the 2nd chapter, in the 12th verse. I will surely assemble Jacob, all of them. He said he's talking to us personally. I will surely assemble all of you who he gonna get us together, the good ones and the bad ones. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. The good ones and the bad ones, just like he brought the good ones and the bad ones out of Egypt. I will put them together as the sheep of Bozrah. He gonna put us together. He want us to stay together, Kapash. Like you was talking about, we had stragglers. You see what happened to the stragglers? You see what happened to the stragglers coming out of Egypt, right? Right, Kapash? Okay. I will surely put them together as the flock in the midst of their fold. The flock, what's a fold? The corral. Who's the corral? The wicked or the border. The border of wickedness surrounds us. We're in their hands. We're in their hands in the lands where they have uh, colonized, occupied, taken over. Where we live, they came in every land and took over all the indigenous people and established their nation and their government away from their homeland. Okay? As the flock in the midst of their fold. We are flock in the midst of the wicked's fold. They shall make great noise by the reason of the multitude of men. We ain't making no noise now. Y'all trying to quiet us down. But them when they gathered them men out there on that bridge, and men and women, then you see what happened. I'm fixing to show you what happened. I'm gonna bring Big Boy out first. I'm gonna bring Big Boy out. But I'm gonna show you what it looks like to make a big noise.
Yeah, I think he misunderstanding what we're saying. I think he think we're saying that they should not have gone and get their guns.
You did say that. You did say that. Quit lying. You did say that. You said they was wrong for always jumping the gun, and I got it on video. They always jumping the guns, and they don't have no spirituality. But now you done read all them comments that I was sending you. Now you want to try to change your tune. You want to backpedal. You did say that. You said it. You said it. All of y'all said it. We jumping the gun. God is jumping the gun by gathering Israel up to make a big noise in the midst of the wicked to protect us. God is wrong for gathering us up in the midst. I'm gonna show you where he is not wrong. You did say that. Okay, did I read that? And they shall make a great noise by reason of the multitude of men. Just us talking. Just us standing there talking, upset at them. What did they do? I'm fixing to show you what they did. Just by us gathering together, we didn't shoot no guns. We didn't shoot no guns. We had the cameras on. We had our little phones, and we said, hey, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to get ready for y'all because we know y'all coming. That's a great noise to the wicked. That's a great noise. God said he was going to do that. He said they shall make a great noise by what? How? Reason of the multitude of men, because they never seen so many of us come together like that, especially in that town where they thought we were all fighting and killing each other, like the girl said. We were all fighting and killing each other, you know? That's a bad neighborhood they came to. We fight our mothers. We are so untogether here. But when God get ready, he gonna bring us together. Not y'all. We can't depend on y'all to do your job, man. Y'all vacating y'all oath of y'all seat. Y'all vacating y'all seats now as Israelite captains. I don't mind you being captain, but stop vacating your seats and start thinking critically. Okay, let me see what else. What else can we get? Here's something else God said about the devil. He said, submit yourself therefore to God and resist the devil and he'll flee from you. What happened? That's Bible. Prophecy just happened. Y'all say, oh, that was wrong. That was wrong for them to push back. The Bible said resist the devil. That's push back. Resist the devil. Submit yourself to God. That's what y'all say y'all done. Y'all said we keep the laws, we keep the feast days, we submitted to God. But y'all scared of the devil. We just proved it. And he'll flee from you. So God had to go and let the tail wag the dog. He had to show y'all that these people who y'all always say are nothing, there's 2/3, he had to show you that he will be with them. Then y'all know he'll be with y'all. And what y'all consider with God? No, devil stronger than God. God ain't with us. Y'all must not be keeping the laws, man. But these people who really, they've been listening to y'all, they think y'all keeping the laws. They say, well, hey, we got some brothers out here that keeping God's laws. We think that God gonna have mercy on us if we just protect ourselves. Because Jesus did tell us to do that. I'm gonna show you that. It said, draw nigh to God. Resist the devil, he'll flee to you. Draw nigh to God. This is what they got to do now. First, they had to resist, right? First, they had to resist. And then God is going to teach them after they resist. And we see God working for them. That's how they did in the wilderness. They got closer and closer to God when they seen him working for them against their enemies. Draw nigh to God and he will draw nigh to you. A lot of people, we don't know God. A lot of Israelites and Christians, they don't know God, man. You know they don't know God. They don't know how he worked for them. They think the government is their God. They got government assistance. They got American dreams. They got jobs. That's how they think they've been making it. They ain't really seen God. They seen each other die of high blood pressure, killing each other, Esau killing us. They don't think they got a God. He got to teach them. That's what y'all should be out here doing. Showing that God will lead them to the Red Sea and show you that God will listen to y'all and honor y'all's work that y'all doing, keeping the law on the Sabbath, and deliver you and have miracles working so they can learn that God do love us. Deuteronomy 7:6. They got to learn that. Okay? Draw nigh to God, and he will draw nigh to you. Cleanse your hands, ye sinners, and purify your hearts, your mind. Ye double-minded. That's y'all. Y'all double-minded. He talking to y'all now, Israelite camp leaders. Y'all double-minded. Be afflicted and mourn and weep, and let your laughter be turned to mourning and heavy joy. That's what I got to tell the brother that came out here and started telling all them jokes. He's a Christian and all of this because I believe in the virgin birth. Yeah, and I proved that to you on my last video. Nobody argued the points I put out there and say, hey, brother, you was wrong. That point you put out there, that was wrong. Those scriptures you used, they was wrong. I can prove to you that there was a Christian translators in there and they was getting drunk and they just threw that in there. Okay? No, you can't do that. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord and he shall lift you up. Y'all ain't humble, man. Y'all ain't humble. Y'all want people to bow down to y'all and y'all ain't even lifted up yet. People can see y'all. Let me see Revelation. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their life. That's where y'all at right now. Y'all love your life too much. Y'all got it easy, man. Y'all on these TV shows, and y'all ain't never been this lifted up above the rest of the people. That's how niggas is. As long as they lift it up over you, they don't care how high Jesus is. They stop trying to meet that mark. As long as they higher than the rest of their brothers. Love not their lives unto death. That don't. Hey, what you mean? What you think that mean? You sit in the house and wait for Esau to come in and pull you out and torture you? Hell no. That means you got to do what you seen these brothers and sisters. God had these brothers and sisters do. Come out here and stand against the wicked. Stand up for God. Stand up. Stand up for his children and his brothers. Therefore rejoice ye, heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth, and of these seals, and of these seas. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. That's what they out there to do, brother. Right here. That's what they out there to do. Captain Knight thought. They out here. That's what they came to do. The devil has come down because he know he got a short time. Okay? We're gonna move on. We're gonna bring the scoffer in just a minute. Let's see. Okay. Okay. We talk about the foreknowledge. Well, Romans 8:29. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate us. Do y'all believe we don't have any y'all believe we don't have any free will? Then you should believe that God, his prophecy and his word, where he said the scriptures I just read, he gonna do them, and you ain't got nothing to do to stop it. You can't stop it. He gonna gather us together. He gonna overcome the wicked. That's what you should go on. Okay? Be predestinate. You predestinated to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among his brethren. Then what we say down here? What shall we say then? Verse 34. If we are predestinated and it's going to work out for our good, and no weapon formed against us shall prosper, then what shall we say then to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? Why y'all so scared of Esau? If God be for us, who can be against us? He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Ezekiel. See, here's what y'all scared of right here. Y'all said Esau is a cunning hunter. Esau, we in his captivity. We got to go to him for everything. Here's what he said about Esau, Ezekiel 25:14. For I will lay my vengeance upon the Edomites. He gonna get y'all. We know that he gonna get Esau for what he did to us. Now listen, niggas, and I will lay my vengeance upon East Edom, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger. Is God angry? Is God angry? Let's read. Let's read. Let's turn over here right quick. Psalm 7:11. The judgment, God judges the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. God is angry every day with them. And he said, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands, Ezekiel 25:14. I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord of God. They're going to know their vengeance. They're going to know God's vengeance by us. Our hands. That's how they're going to get their vengeance, by our hands. That's how it's going to start out, brothers and sisters. It's by our hands. Didn't David say, Lord, pray, Lord, teach my hands to fight, to war? That's how they're going to get their vengeance, by these hands here. Not being fat and sitting up behind the cameras and scary. Let me show you something about scary people, about the people who were supposed to be at war. Yeah, let me show you. Okay, we read that Psalm. God judges the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will wet his. If he turn not, he will wet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. Is God doing that? Is God bending his bow? Is God giving us the mind to fight? Okay? Okay. Let me see. I got some other. Let me see if I get in here. Am I at the end back here? Should I be in the front up here? Yeah, I think it's in the front. Here it is. Okay. Love not your life. We did that in Revelations, right? And did we do Isaiah? Okay. Greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world. Did we do that? Oh, we're in Isaiah. Isaiah 54:17. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. You talking about how great Esau is, the weapons he got? He got the same weapons we got. He can't carry but 4 or 5 clips on him at a time, just like y'all can't. And if God got your hand and your eye and your finger steady, when you knock him down, you go pick up his clips. You go pick his clips up. You gotta have a weapons crew that'll go pick his clips up. God will teach you all of that. I thought you was in the military, brother. Kazazak. I thought you was in the military. I thought don't y'all play tour of duty? You got to pick them weapons up. What you think they doing when you pick up them weapon box? You picking up the enemy's weapons. You got just as many weapons. You got just as much ammo as Esau got. If you knocking him off, you got his ammo. You got an ammo crew, bruh. If you knocking him off, you got his ammo. Now, are we gonna go out there and meddle? We talking about when war start. When they bringing it to us through this Nazi shit. They bringing war to you. You're not gonna be able to run from it. Your life ain't no American dream. Ain't no more jobs. Ain't no more crumbs from the master table. It's wartime. And God did not wake us up to put us back to sleep and back in slavery. Ain't no fifth termers. Ain't no one more term of slavery for them. They don't get no another term to rule us for 500 more years. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise its tongue against thee in judgment shall be condemned. When they go out and say, hey, these niggas are terrorists and they wrong and they doing this and make these laws, they in judgment right then. They just, whatever sentence they gave us, that's the sentence God gonna give them. However they declare our sentence, that's the sentence God gonna give them. So go ahead. Talk about putting us in camps. Talk about you keep killing our babies and declare yourself not guilty. You go ahead, keep doing it. You are nailing the nail in your own coffin, and God is gonna do it. Wag your tail, wag your tongue, and make laws and shit to condemn us. God has condemned you. And the faster reconciliation, I'm not saying reconciliation, retribution. The faster you hit us and the harder you hit us, the faster you're going to get it back through tornadoes and swords. Tornadoes, hurricanes, floods, fires, and swords. Opiate addictions. Okay? And every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of mine, saith the Lord. The righteousness is of me. What he's telling us to do, that's where we get our righteousness from. Now, a lot of y'all say, well, I'm following Jesus' love. Let me show you what Jesus said. Luke 22. Then said he unto them, this is Jesus. But now, he that has a purse, I looked in the Greek. What did it say in the Greek? What's that word? Did I write it down? Did I write Luke down? Script. Script means a leather sack, a wallet. It's payra. G4082 in the Greek. G4082 in the Greek. Purse. He said, he that has a purse, let him take it. And likewise, a script, that's the same thing. That's a pouch, a fanny pack that all the Israelites carried their personal items in around their waist. And he, like a money belt. And he that has no sword, let him sell his. Some of them had swords. They had swords. He said the ones that ain't got no swords, they had swords. With Jesus, they had swords. Let me look at y'all in the face. With Jesus, they had swords. He that had no sword, with Jesus, they had swords. Did you hear what I just said to you? what Jesus just said to you. He that had no sword, he wasn't talking to everybody. He said, the ones of y'all that don't have no swords, here's what he said. Let him sell his garment. If you ain't got, listen, if you ain't got no person, no money, take your garment and buy a sword. The sword don't cost that much. That's going to protect you. He said, listen, here's what he's saying. He told them to buy some swords. He said, for I say unto you that this that is written must be accomplished in me. What he said, this is written. What does that mean? Him laying down his life and going to the cross, not fighting. Because, you know, hey, he said, the only reason I'm doing this because this is prophecy. This is what I got to do. That is written must yet be accomplished in me. I got to do what I came here to do. Ain't that what we always teach? He fulfilled the law means he came. What was written of him that he would come and live and go into his ministry for 3 years, teaching the law and teaching people how to come back to the Father, bring the sons back to the Father, and die, laying down his life. No man take my life, but I lay it down. He said, accomplish in me, and he was reckoned among the transgressors. In other words, they called him like they did us. They called him a terrorist. They called him a terrorist. You out here preaching hate. The same thing they doing to us. You teaching hate. He was reckoned among the transgressors. That proved right there that Jesus wasn't preaching no love. I love everybody. God love everybody. Everybody can get in. No, they called him a transgressor. What did he do? Tell me what Jesus did where they had something against him, except for teaching the law that God didn't come for everybody. He only came for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Don't go in the Gentile way because the gospel ain't for them. Go among the lost sheep and teach. I pray not for the world, but I hate the world. Hate not yourself, but hate the world. Okay, hate not your own people, but hate them transgressors. He said, for the thing concerning me have an end. So he said the thing concerning me, me laying my life down, that ain't what I plan for the rest. He said that's the end of laying your life down. The thing concerning me, come to lay my life down. He said, when I get back, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm stuck to. But before I get back, I'm gonna let my people get revenge. Huh? I'm gonna let them get revenge. I'm gonna let them see what it feel like. I'm gonna let your heathens see what it feel like to get you whooped. You think I'm a punk? You think my people are punk? You think you can just run in and do anything and spit in my face, take my vineyard, take my earth and call it your own and put everybody under your feet? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna get my earth back. I'm gonna get my name back. You're gonna put some respect behind my name. And I'm gonna do it by the hands of Israel. They're gonna show y'all how to do it. They're gonna show you. They're gonna get my revenge back for me. Because you did it to them. You did it to them. You're gonna run your ass out there and jump in them U-Hauls and they're gonna be on your ass. Now Jesus didn't say that, but I'm paraphrasing what I saw just not too long ago. And it says, and they said, Lord, behold, here are 2 swords. I told you they had some swords. I don't know how many men were there, but somebody had some swords. He said, here are 2 swords. And he said unto them, it is enough. He just wants you to have enough to protect yourself. They wasn't looking for a big fight because he had to go. He didn't want them to fight right then. This is the time he wants us to fight, man. Because they coming to attack us. All hell is going to break loose on us, man. Now, I'm going to let you see what. Never worry about the power of your enemies. Let me get back in here. And I'm going to put Big Boy on here. Because he going to come back with a loud mouth. There you go.
That's none of that. He
Here he comes.
All I will say is the Black Panther tried it.
You know what he's
And they
saying?
failed.
Okay, I thought you just said I misunderstood you. That we are not supposed. You wasn't saying we shouldn't push back and resist the devil with the same force that they bring to us. You just said, now you double talking, you going back forward, you backpedaling, forward packing, you lying, you contradicting yourself. You said the Black Panthers tried it. They didn't have the whole nation with them either. They didn't have, they wasn't time to come out of slavery either. And they was doing it by their own will. They didn't have the Israelites out here teaching who we were. We wasn't woke up then. Whole lot of people tried it, and it wasn't time. But this is the time. The time is when God let them Nazis come in there on us. We've had the police bring them in there in our neighborhoods. And if we hadn't stood up, he did it. We didn't have no free will, right? He stood us up, told us to go get our guns and stand against wickedness. Now, you saying that was wrong of God? Let's listen.
Who had more guns than the Black Panther?
Nobody. It wasn't but a few of them. Nobody had more guns. But we got more guns than they got now. And we got God with us. We got the scriptures. He just told us. Jesus said they didn't need but 2 swords at that time. I'm going to show you something else. When Big Boy get on here, I'm going to show you what a warrior look like and who God consider a warrior to be. It won't be y'all.
Key. You understand? Because some of you all just, you know what I mean, we tell you, come, you know what I mean, let's take you out in the street. Let's go stand up on a podium. And
a podium. You hear that shit?
We really see where your heart is.
Stand on the podium. No, we see where your heart is. That podium that made you weak. That ain't a soldier. You Judah, you did what you had to do. You say you Judah, you bent the bow. Now let Ephraim do their job, man. Let the priest over here
see where your
talk.
heart is.
We're going to see where your heart is.
Or bad. You should come and put on all black.
Are you crazy?
You want to be a Rambo?
Rambo.
You could be Rambo.
You hear what he's saying? You hear what he's saying? Now watch, they making jokes now because he know you hiding behind that camera. Do I want to be a Rambo? I already been a Rambo. And I've been shot and stabbed more times than you. Bet you ain't never been in the conflict I've been in. Do I want to be a Rambo? No, I want to follow the Most High God and whatever was David a Rambo? David killed tens of thousands of the enemy. Was David a Rambo? Slick talk? You talking slick like your buddy back out here. You talking slick. See how cowardly they are? Hey, man, you can't even talk tough until, on the camera until you get some help. Look, watch. Look.
Go be Rambo.
Go be Rambo.
Everybody want to try something, huh?
Yeah. Want to try something.
Everybody want to try something.
Look. I think anybody that's misunderstanding the whole situation. But Lord be with him.
No. That's none of that.
He said, no.
He understands.
He don't. Yeah, look, watch it.
Understanding it very well.
I understand you. I understand you very well. I didn't miss you. And I got you right. And everybody saw you lying, backpedaling, lying, and trying to scoff me. Everybody see that. Because you over here with the red hat on, you cut me off. You cut my comments off. He couldn't stand it. Listen how tough he talked, but he cut my comments off.
His reaction is what you call fear. And he's definitely afraid of what Trump is doing. He's scared of that big fat white man with a pen.
Go ahead, man.
that white man with that suit and that tie and that pen. Yeah. Oh my God, we got to go get bullets. We got to go get guns. Bring more guns. Come on. Get the gunpowder.
So fighting, it means you're scared. When you go out and get ready for war, that means you scared of the white man. I'm scared of the man with a pen, so I go get bullets. So you saying the man with a pen, he's no threat. But you see, the result of that man with that pen, I'm going to show you the results. Let him go and talk, man. I'm going to show you what they did next.
That's called fear.
Yeah, that's fear.
You're going to see a whole lot more of our people
You see what he did? He just gave a new definition to fear. He said, when the white man make orders to give the killers immunity to kill us and we go get our guns, that's fear. You goddamn right that's fear, you stupid nigga.
Display that type of behavior and bring up that type of questions and respond in that type of way.
Also, when we respond to push back, that's fear. But when y'all just sit here and stick your heads in the sand like women, like little children, that's brave. That's bravery. Look at my YouTube channel and look at it and see how many times I went out on that street by myself against the most wickedest group of people, white supremacy. I approached them. I approached them. Jehovah's Witnesses, I approached them by myself.
Because they are deathly afraid of what Trump is going to do tomorrow, what executive orders will come down tomorrow, what part of their wooden floor is he going to come in and take tomorrow. That's what's going on with him.
He can't
Fully understands that.
Listen. I don't need Trump's money. I'm not getting paid for YouTube. You are. But when he cuts his YouTube off, then where you gonna go? Who gonna take care of you? You ain't gonna stand for the Most High. You ain't standing for him. You not standing. You scared to stand. You just prove who you are. Watch what he gonna say. He gonna say, I'm a scared Christian.
But fear will make you do, crazy things.
Fear will make you stand behind them cameras and try to convince people and try to convince the people not to fight. That's what fear do.
Crazy things, and he's one of those who's he right now he's finding out which God he serves, and the more you talk, he realizing he serves the white man. He realizing that's his God. A lot more people will find out which God they serve.
Yeah. You see how ridiculous he is, man? I'm fixing to show you how he's built and how God looks at him. I'm fixing to show you how he is built. Look at let him talk, man. Let him get off.
Right now, a lot of people is finding out for the first time in their life God that they actually do serve, and he's letting you know which God he serves at. Don't think this is a misunderstanding. This ain't no misunderstanding now.
No,
this ain't that, but the fear in that Negro, you could smell it.
Hey, you big fat, I ain't gonna. You can smell that funk on your big fat butt too. I can't stand a big fat dude, man. You talk a lot of stuff, but you can't even reach back and wash your ass, man. You talking about somebody scared? Everybody that know me know I ain't never bowed down from a fight. I ain't never bowed down. I ain't never bowed out. I have ran, but it was around the corner to come back and finish it up. You got to know when to retreat when you're outnumbered. I'm not a stupid fighter that stand up in front of the cannons and say, okay, y'all take the first shot, and how many of us? No, I'm Gad. Gad hide behind trees. They run. They ride horses. They duck. They attack at night. They attack early in the morning. They make sure they are warriors. They are the same people that fought with David to take the Philistines down. Gad, I'm Gad. You are the priest. You are a sorry excuse of a priest, because a priest wasn't slacking with that sword. He followed if God told him, the priest, to go in and kill everybody in the land, and the king, like King Saul, left one person out, God sent him in there, and he went in and did the job. The priest is supposed to be the man following God's word more than anybody. And your fat butt got a nerve to call somebody stinky.
You could smell that fear through the keyboard.
Make it smell like gunpowder. Oh man.
You know what it is? You ever see Boondocks? I
Look,
forget the
see,
episode.
they take the pressure off of them because I was eating them up. It few people. It was a few. I was sending them scriptures to him, same ones I'm giving y'all, and he stopped that. But it was people on there saying, "Let's gather together." His chat was saying, "Let's gather together." The women, I told the women got more courage than y'all. They were saying, "No, we supposed to be gathering together." They was going with the people on the bridge, right? They was going with the Northern Kingdom. They was standing up for themselves. And that's why he cut me off, because the people ain't with you. The people ain't with you. That's why you had to turn it into a scoffing section. But look at Kapash. He right here in the hometown. He know. You can ask anybody of me. You know what I mean? You can ask anybody of me. I ain't never ran from nobody. I ain't never ran. You can ask anybody here. Big boy.
What exactly happened? But Uncle Ruckus said, "Excuse me, I couldn't hear you over the sound of me shitting myself." Yeah, I don't know if you remember that.
Of course.
Ruckus said, "I couldn't hear you over the sound of me shitting myself." That's what's going to be happening. That's that. You talking to him, he hearing you talking on, but fear, the sound of fear is ridiculous.
We're gonna show you what fear is.
That's what Trump is doing. Trump is
We're
he's
gonna show you what
exercising
fear
the
is. That's
fear out of.
Hey, that's why y'all behind that keyboard now. And you ain't out on them streets because you scared. That's why y'all ain't out on that street because y'all scared, man. You notice that none of those street camps, a lot of them, the young dudes is out there. The dudes that ain't really scared, they out there. But these cats right here, they ain't out there making no noise no more. None of them. Ain't none of them. Look at their videos and see if you see anybody on the street still preaching the word on the street. They fat, scary butts is in the house. And y'all got a whole gang behind y'all. Y'all got a whole General Yohana and all of them. When the last time he been out on the streets? When the last time all of you fat drunks been on the streets, man? And y'all got a whole gang behind y'all. It's sad, man. Now I'm gonna show you what God said about these men right here. Judges 7. And here's what God is showing us. Wait a minute. Let me read this context in context. This is what God is doing. God is trying his people for battle. This is what this was all about. He was trying his people for battle. And some of us are not built for battle. Because he just said, if you get your gun and get ready to go out in the street and battle them, then you scared to death. You scared. He said, hey, man, how ridiculous can this dude be, man? He said, if you get ready for battle and get ready to fight and thinking clearly to go to battle, then you scared. But if you stay back and say, no, we ain't gonna fight, we just gonna watch the 2/3 get killed, watch out. They know their parents, their cousins, and everything is part of the 2/3. Or they might be part of the 1/3 that just haven't seen or heard a clear enough layout of the scriptures, a clear enough picture to where they can see, okay, well, we were wrong. Christianity is wrong. We need to come back to our nationality, come back to God, come back to our covenant with God. You know, let me read this. Judges 7. The Lord said to Gideon, the people that are with thee are too many. Now they got all these people with them. The Israelite camps. These guys, they supposed to have a ton of people with them. You see them, they on there rapping and cussing out women and, pay your goddamn tithes and all of that, drinking, turning it up, come to the feast and the Passover. God said, the people that are with you are too many for me to give the Midians into their hands, lest Israel flaunt themselves, boast, misthink themselves against me, flaunt themselves against me, forget about me. And here's what he said is the evidence of it. They're gonna be saying, "My own hand have saved me." That's what they see. That's I ain't through. That's what these guys are afraid of. But I just showed you in the scripture where the Bible says that he was going to take vengeance on Edom by the hands of Israel. The hands of Israel are going to put their vengeance on them, and they're going to attack us. That's how you know it's time to fight. They're going to attack us. We ain't going to go out and attack them until they get the war started by killing a bunch of us. It might be y'all when y'all do decide to go back out on the street, and they're going to start killing the prophets. And if y'all ain't out there ready for battle, this is what God said about you, okay? He said, mine own hand has saved me. That's what he afraid they don't want to say, so they ain't gonna go to battle, right? They don't know when it's time to battle. They just say, don't get no guns, don't provoke these people. Oh, shoot. Okay? And here's what God said. He said, therefore go to proclaim in the ear of the people, saying, whosoever is fearful, that's y'all, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early and get out of the mountain and get out. Get the hell out of here. That's what they said. Hey, man, these people, these guys right here, man. The Most High said there's gonna be some scary niggas out there. That you ask them, are you scared? They go, yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared. They just said it. He saw Curtin Hunter. He a bad boy. Then your boy gonna say, your boy said Donald Trump. Donald Trump is bad, man. This boy right here, he said Donald Trump is bad, man. He's a bad man. Donald Trump is a bad man. He's a bad man. We got to get away. He got a pen. He got a pen. Y'all getting guns cause he got a pen. You can't see nothing but that pen. You can't see them Nazis out there. I'm fixing to show you what they doing. This dude right here, slick, right here. It's slick. He got his cross on. This boy over here said I was a Christian. But he says I'm scared because I went and got a gun. You think, hey man, I'm a 5th degree black belt. You think I'm gonna go out there in a gunfight because I'm a 5th degree black belt and don't take no gun? You ignorant, brother. You are ignorant.
Negro right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Negro right now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's keep reading. He said, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from the mountain. Get out of this war zone. And there returned of the people 20 and 2,000. They all Hey man, that's gonna be half of you Israelites, man, that's waiting around for God to do it. When y'all realize God is gonna take y'all to the fight, y'all gonna get your scared behinds out of there. Y'all gonna leave your wife and kids and take off running, man, and leave them in the houses, man. Y'all gonna go to them trees and hide, man. Y'all don't have no guns, man. He don't have no gun, man. He don't have no gun. He ain't ready to fight. He love his life too much. This is the result. He love his life too much. Okay? And it said 10,000. Let me see. 22,000 and there remain 10,000, okay? The Lord said to Gideon, the people are yet still too many. He said, bring them down to the water and I will try them. That's why I said the Most High is trying. He's testing. He wants to see who, he could go and pick them out and say, y'all go home. No, he want everybody else to see who the scary cats is, who ain't prepared, who ain't built like this. Now he's going to show you. Now this dude said, if you get prepared and get your guns, get ready for the gunfight they get ready to put on you, instead of just sitting there waiting for them to come and pull you out of your house, and hopefully they'll have mercy on you when they take you to these camps and stuff. I'm not getting in Trump's cars. I'm not getting in his airplanes for him to take the mob take you to say, come on, let's go for a ride. When the mob tell you let's go for a ride, you know what the hell. When he tell one of his enemies, people he hate, come on, I'm gonna take you for a ride, you know what the hell gonna happen to you. But he said he gonna wait and go on the ride and hope he can talk Trump and them out of it when he get there, like Paul tried to talk Agrippa out of it, right? You gonna talk Trump out of it with his pen? Hey Trump, you know we have 501c3. We ain't, we tried to talk everybody. Let us go back out there. Maybe we can talk God out of destroying y'all. Okay, right. He said, God told him it's still too many. And bring them down and I will try them for thee. I will try them for thee. Now Gideon was the leader. And he didn't know who was going to fight. He said, I got cowards in here and everything. He said he didn't know who. Evidently, he didn't know who was the soldiers and who was built for this and who wasn't, who could think and who could not think. So God get ready to show him that there's some men in here that don't even know where they at, man. Like this dude right here. They don't even know that it's time for war, man. They don't even know the enemy can run up on them anytime. God is about to show Gideon that it's men in his camp that don't even realize where they at, that don't even know that the enemy could run up on them. They don't know what time it is. They can't judge the time. They like them dumb dog Christian preachers that they getting ready to call me. I might not even show that part because this is killing them too bad, man. They don't even know what's about to happen to them. Okay, let me keep reading. He said, I will try them for thee there. He said he's going to test them, show you. He's going to get rid of the rest of the cowards, the rest of the scary people, the rest of the people who can't critically think, don't even know where they at, don't even know the signs of the time, don't even know they're about to be attacked. They think they just supposed to sit up and let Esau run up on him with the Nazis. And the police, you supposed to let them just come in and start riding around your neighborhood, marching and waving flags? Man, this dude is crazy, man. Okay, and if you don't, then you scared. If you get your guns and go out and run them off, then you scared. Hey, God can show you. He told Gideon, he said, I'll check them out. I'll test them for you. I'll get rid of the rest of the cowards. He said, and it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee. Who he say shall go with thee, the same shall go with thee, and of whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go with thee. So he get ready to test him. He said, this might seem like a simple test right here. You might, but he said, the test worked. He said, if I tell you they not ready, they not ready. Okay? So here's what he said in the 5th verse. So Gideon brought down the people unto the water, and the Lord said to Gideon, everyone that lap of the water with his tongue, like get down like a dog, as a dog get down, ain't paying no attention to nothing around them, just duck their head down in that water and drink out of that water like that, lap of the water with his tongue as a dog laps, him shall thou set by himself. Okay? Likewise, everyone that bowed down upon his knee to drink, bow down on his knee to drink, and the number of them that lap, putting their hand to their mouth, dipping the water out, putting it to their mouth, still looking around like a deer, still like a roe looking around, getting the water, looking. He's scared. That's they call that scared. He called that scared. You looking around. The deer can't hardly take a drink. He looking back up. That's how I did. He said that's scary. If you are alert and watching for the enemy, then you scared of Donald Trump if you watching for the enemy. But God said, no, those are the ones he wants. He said, a number of them that lap putting their hand to their mouth, there were 300 men. But all of the rest bowed down like they didn't have a care in the world. up on their knees to drink the water like they didn't have a care in the world. They wasn't scared. The enemy right up on them. They in battle, in the battleground, in the battle zone, and they acting like they didn't have a care in the world. That's what
I tell you, I never see this place grip like that.
Okay, shut up. Now let's go back. Let's go back over here. Let's go back to the. Let's not go back. Let's go back this way. Okay. Now we fixing to show you how we know this place is. Look. Watch this.
Well, developing news tonight, a group of neo-Nazis marching through downtown Columbus just hours ago. In videos shared with us by our viewers, you can see a group of about a dozen men carrying flags with swastikas and yelling slurs at African Americans. We want to warn you now, the video may be disturbing to some viewers.
You ain't done, are you?
And that group marching down High Street in the Short North, which is where we find 10 TV's Carla Rogner with more. Carla, you talked with some people who witnessed this march. What did they have to say to you?
Yeah, Colin, they marched right down High Street today. We talked to a group of men who were inside their home near here watching the Ohio State game when they started hearing racial slurs being yelled outside. Dwight Holland took this video on his cell phone of what they saw when they came outside. A group of men wearing all black with red skull masks on their faces. They carried megaphones and flags with swastikas on them. Video shows the neo-Nazis yell the N-word at Holland and his friend Dante Bell multiple times. They believe that the men were trying to get a reaction out of people. Dante and Dwight feel this hate speech.
They're trying to start a fight because they know if they start a fight and they got guns, they shoot a few people, just like Dylan Ruth. And what's that guy that the last time they had a demonstration and people came up to front of him and he had that AR and he killed his own people in the streets? Okay, let's keep going. Let's go back one more. I want to go to where the preachers. I want to go to where the preachers are in the streets praying. No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. Let's see. But anyway, y'all know where it was at. The racist sundown towns. Let's see. The preachers was in the streets praying. Oh man. Is it here? No. The preachers was in the streets praying. There we go, right there.
48 hours after a group of protesters with swastika flags took over an overpass in Lincoln Heights, hundreds of community members gathered back at the very same spot where it all began to send a message that racism has no place here and that they won't be intimidated.
You are a white brother and sister who stands with your black brothers and sisters. I want to hear everybody make some noise out here.
Love and unity. It's the message from Pastor Julian Cook from Lincoln Heights Missionary Baptist Church. Leading them in song and prayer as hundreds gathered Sunday to show their solidarity for their community.
This rhetoric in our nation has to stop.
And to send a message after a group of people displayed Nazi symbols over an I-75 overpass Friday near Lincoln Heights and Evendale. The group had their faces covered, some armed with rifles, and then counter-protesters broke through a police line to confront them to burn their swastika flag.
Those under 30 crowds also get a bad rap in this community, but they're the ones that have it on the front line.
If someone shows up at your door who is a clear enemy, you're not going to welcome them in. You're going to be afraid. So we wanted to make it clear that this community would not be afraid. We're going to stand together, and we're going to stand together.
for peace and justice and righteousness.
Showing their strength in numbers and messages of love over hate, they feel Friday's incident has awakened their community.
This is a move. We've been on the move, and we're going to continue to move because this year is the rebuild, renew, and rebirth of Lincoln Heights.
Okay, that's what Esau wants, right?
And Pastor Julian.
That's what Esau wants. He wants you to, you know what I mean? He wants you to bow down. He wants you to bow down. Let me see. Bring this in. We're going to end with something different here. We're going to end with something different. But that's what Esau wants. He wants you to bow down with the preachers. And we see our brothers. They call me a scared Christian, right? They call me a scared Christian. But that's what Esau wants. Why? Because that's where they can control us. That's how they can control us. That's how they control us. Let me put this sister back up here.
And yes, soon we'll be like all the way at the top. But we know who on the throne. And you guys are the ones that hate our black Messiah to be under the influence and dominated by demons. Shalom, family. Look, it is Jacob's trouble. But it's the wicked Jacob's trouble. The 2/3 who are still under the curse, who are still holding hands with Massa. This is their trouble. So this is why they want to include us in it. They want us to suffer with them. We're not suffering with them. We're in our blessings. We are not keeping these commandments to be cursed, to be under the influence of witchcraft, to be under the influence and dominated by demons. This is what make them cursed and still under the curses in Deuteronomy 28. Because they're partaking and they're still sitting at Massa's table. While Massa is going down, while the ship is sinking. So that has nothing to do with us. And their job is to try to convince those of us who are understanding, who know that we're in the blessings, who are in a higher vibration, because we know and we're proclaiming that Jacob is at the top and Esau is at the bottom. These are the black Esau's who are operating in the spirit of Esau with the wicked and the rest of the nations. They're not of the light. They're of the dark, okay? This is why the scriptures say all of Israel is not Israel. Because all of Israel is not Israel. They're mingled amongst us, and they want us to think that it's our trouble. While we're keeping the commandments. How in the hell you're gonna be keeping the commandments now that we woke up, we've awakened and we found out who we are because the Most High woke us up. So you telling me the Most High woke us up to put us back in slavery, back to sleep, back in captivity? I don't think so. So y'all can keep that. You're the slaves. You're the slaves because you serve Satan. So then you're marked by Satan. And you guys know that. So stop trying to convince Satan. So then you're marked by Satan. And that has nothing to do with us. We're sealed by the Most High. And you guys know that. So stop trying to convince people that it's our trouble. We see the power of the Most High. We feel the joy and the peace of the Most High. We're moving in our power, our authority with our gifts. And we're operating with the holy angels to take down our enemies. That's what you don't want us to do, because you're the ones that's hiding amongst our people to oppress us. You're the ones that's trying to convince our people to trust in someone's arm. You want us to trust in man because you guys been running things all this time. So you feel like, hey, you want to control the narrative of the information that's being put out here So you can control our thoughts, our brains, and get us in a low vibration, get us in a fearful state, because you're scared. And you should be scared. Y'all been working against us all this time. You not us. They not us. So yes, you are cursed. Another reason why you curse is because you're working against us. Meaning you're working against the Most High. You're trying to stop this truth. You're trying to stop our blessings. You're trying to stop us from moving in our full authority, and you can't stop it. So you are cursed because you're not keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. But you all are the fakers that's sitting amongst us in the camps, outside of the camps. You all are government agents that have been plugged amongst us to try to convince us that we still cursed. The hell with you. You going to hell. Y'all going into captivity, not us. Sorry, not sorry. You're trying to lead us back into slavery. You done lost your mind. Anyways, yeah, this is your trouble. This is Esau and the wicked's trouble. Okay, you holding hands with Massa, you gonna burn with Massa once again. But we're in our blessings, and we're actually blessing those who bless us and cursing those who curse us. Okay, now this is why a lot of you wicked Negroes that's holding hands with Massa don't want us reading any extra books that's been taken out of the Bible, because you understand the book of Enoch, amongst other books, is talking about you all and how we have authority over you and Massa and all the wicked.
Now, yeah, and I told y'all in the beginning of the video what I thought about the book of Enoch, but what she is saying is true. It comes from the Bible. What she brought out, she didn't say anything about the giants or nothing like that. What she brought out, the book of Enoch, about us taking, speaking into existence and having power over the demons. When you're back keeping God's laws, that's what she's talking about. Okay?
You understand that?
Mm-hmm. They understand it.
That we have the authority right now, before we're completely out of captivity, while we're making this transition, that we have power to speed things up, that we have power to work directly with the angels. That's why we keeping the commandments and we're in covenant, because the angels are keeping the commandments and they're in covenant and they're operating on a high vibration.
Didn't Moses and Joshua stop the sun? Come on, somebody. We're on the same earth, same supernatural powers, we're on the same mission. We can stop these people. What she's saying is good. I'm gonna let her finish this. What she's saying is good. We should use our supernatural powers.
So your goal is to get us in a low vibration. Look, if y'all falling for that bull crap of Jacob's trouble, then I don't know what to say, because we're seeing a completely different world in a completely different dimension. When you're on a different vibration, you're operating in a different dimension. The wicked are experiencing their hell before they've even felt the fire. And some of them feeling the fire right now. So it is what it is. But I'm going to pray the Most High, make your tongues cleave to y'all throat. All of you all that are lying, you 2/3 of fake Israelites that's mingled amongst us, that's trying to make the rest of Israel look bad. You can't make us look bad. You're only making yourself look bad.
That's right. That's right.
Because you're being exposed. But I pray the Most High make your tongue cleave to your throat. Because you wicked Negroes are the worst. Like they say, your people are the worst. And them little pennies that Massa gave you, and your little witchcraft is turning on you anyway. Y'all, you know it's over. So you can't convince us. We're not in the same boat with you. No, we're going to keep vibrating high. We're going to keep evolving. And yes, soon we'll be like all the way at the top. But we know who on the throne. And you guys are the ones that hate our black Messiah. You hate Yahushai. You hate him. You were the ones back then that was asking for Barabbas. And asking for Yahushai to be crucified. You were like yelling, crucify him. Crucify him. We know that. But it is what it is. This is your trouble, okay? So you can stop trying to include the rest of us. No, thank you. You can keep that over there. We done been in trouble long enough. Our 400 years plus is over. And we are purifying ourselves. That is what you're not doing. So yes, you are in trouble. And a lot of you all are going to be deported. That's posing to be Israel, but you not Israel. Y'all going to be deported too. But the Most High is getting ready to shut your mouths for lying and trying to group us all into one group, like we're all together. No, we're not all together, okay? So you can stop it with the bull crap. But anyway, all praises to the Most High. We shall continue to elevate, to evolve, and to get the hell up out of here, okay? We're taking our positions now. There's nothing you can do about that, okay? If you're not pushing the truth, then you can't work against the truth during this time, because then you're working against yourself, because the Creator is in you and has all dominion and is upon all flesh. So all praises to the Most High. And I just want to share that, family. Don't let them fool you. But much peace, love, and light, family. Shalom.